What's going on, everybody? Like the tunes? Welcome to the pad. Let loose. Let loose. Let loose. Let loose. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Sorry, I have a bruised lip because somebody was running their mouth to Miss Piggy at the club, so I hit him with the 1-2, and they hit me with a 3. No, I can't fucking do it in Kermit voice the whole stream. My fucking vocal cords will tear apart.
All right, anyway, all right, fuck this. I'm getting hot down here. All right. Kermit's here. Fucking hell. All right. All right, there we go. Hello, everybody. Kristen. Yeah, welcome. That was new, though. That was brand new. That was a debut of Kermit, too. That was the last item, by the way, from our Amazon stream, which, by the way, reminds me, one last item to show you from the Amazon stream. Notice anything new on the top left of the stream right now? Whew. That thing right over there? Yeah, don't say y'all. Liana did all of it. I did nothing. I just accumulated it. It is Dubai, yes. We've got the hotel, we've got Burj Al Arab, we've got Burj Dubai, and boom. Yeah, she she did something to do while watching the playoffs, which are now sadly over, but you know, it is what it is. All right. The VOD viewers are going to be confused what Kermit was bopping his head to, but hey, when you're here live, you get a different experience a little bit, you know? All right. So what were you doing yesterday? Yeah, let's address it. Okay, so first things first, I want to preface by saying I am not feeling good at all. I don't know what happened in the last 2 hours, but I got a little lightheaded. And then I felt a little cold. We thought it's dehydration because I hadn't drank water in a minute. Drank a bunch of water, laid down a little bit. Leon took care of me, so I'm feeling better now, which is good. But I'm not going to overexert myself. But anyway, we're talking about yesterday. You're saying, what did you do yesterday? Where were you yesterday? So here's what happened yesterday. Yesterday, I finished the tune. Within about, okay. So I worked about 8 hours. No, that's a lie. About 7 hours on this tune. And by that, I mean what goes into it. Most of it was finding a goddamn beat that I liked that would fit. Then you'll see what went into it with the lyrics and the work on it. So all in all, it was a little bit of time. So I did that yesterday. But yesterday was a tough one on the mind for your boy. I felt a little bout of headspace where I was my own captive audience in that I was overthinking a lot of things. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to take a step back. I was like, I know this is going to be just we're playing the tune, but what I didn't want to do is come live, play the song, leave after 4 minutes. You know, like I was like, if we're doing a stream, let's do a fucking stream. So I was like, you know what? I've also prefaced that there may be some gaps in the promise month. And I was like, since it's a song and we're not going to spin the wheel tonight anyway because it's the pad, I was like, fuck it. We're just going to go live. And then we're going to debut the song on the pad, which is, you know, a space where a lot of you show up. So easy pickings. That was an easy decision to make there with the squad. So there we go. That's why we're here. But yeah. Not for all of us go Pacers. Well, true, but you know, let's not rub it in everyone's face. Same with the Thunder. Good for both. Knicks keeping it alive. I still think Pacers got this, but Knicks did pull back of game 5, which the Timberwolves did not. Oh, we all need a mental health day. Thank you, Cannabis. Thank you, Christian. Does Dwight know that it's happening? Yes. I messaged Dwight. I was like, yo, so the hype track is happening tonight. Are you available? Because you should be there to react to it. And he was like, yeah, how long are you streaming for? Because we're going out tonight and I don't know when I'm back. And I don't know. And I was like, listen, just message me when you're back. And if I'm still live on stream, I can have you react to it. So because he's out, I don't anticipate him like pre-checking this out. So as long as you lovely listeners all agree, or lovely viewers all agree, we keep this to ourselves. We do not send him a clip or anything before he gets here. That would be good. Because while I do want to actually, you know what? No, here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. Amazing VOD viewers in the building. Welcome in. Hello, hello, hello. Listen, VOD viewers, worry not, because we will end the night. We'll end the night with the diss tune. So sorry, with the hype track. I'm so used to diss tuning with the hype track. So when we get to the very end of the, if you get to where we're gonna share, I'm gonna share the hype track, and you are not hearing anything, just go to the very end of the stream, and we're gonna end the stream with it as well, just in case. I may decide against it and play it in the beginning anyway, but just so you know, there's an alternative place. You're not gonna be without it. So yeah, you're a regular VOD viewer. Hey, Autumn, welcome in. Thank you for happy to catch you live here. Dwight is in Fiji as an alternate confirmed. Man, wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be nice? I'm here for, well, he would deserve it, but it's all about the hype today. You have to take care of you, Pooya. No worries. Mental health. Thank you, South. Thank you so much. Yeah, it was a lot, but also it was good. Like, I think it was healthy in that I think ultimately the thinking I did, I've, gone through many exercises to make sure when I'm having the thinkies that they're productive and they're done in a way where I can better myself as opposed to just like be, sad. So we're good. And yes, as Nightbot has said, by being in the chat, you have signed a digital NDA. And if you're reading chat, you've already signed it. I'm sorry, you read it. So, and also just in case you lurkers are like, I didn't read it because I'm not on my phone. By being in this chat, you have signed a digital NDA. Pooya is about to say something or play a sound clip that stays here. No snitching. Which, low-key, to give everyone here, the Less Than 2 crew, a lot of credit, y'all have come through with that promise, because we have had a lot of years now, a lot of mileage on the Spray Bottle Anthem that I'm pretty sure a lot of the people involved still do not really know about properly. So yeah. Also, I'm going to switch over from this to my baseball cap once. Oh, fuck. I dropped my headphones. But we're fine, chat. All right. I was feeling cold, now I'm feeling hot, so kind of regret wearing thicker pants too, but it is what it is. All right. Honestly, I'm sad Dwight and Rob won't be on 50, but I'm selfishly happy about my regular content consumption. Your content stays here. You get their takes as the season goes along, because they're not on it. They don't have to like keep quiet, so that's good. That part's good. Today's my brother's 22nd birthday, and I finally seen him proud of my listeners. Congratulations, McKenna. I'm happy. Everything sounds like it's going well your way. All right, chat. I was about to say show of hands how many of you have not been around here for a minute, but we're not going to do that. What I will do real quick is thank McKenna for the 47th month, and also thank Russ for the 51st month. Thank you so much to the both of you for resubbing to the Less Than 2 crew. Appreciate you. Also, I know a lot of you came in with early chats. While I am feeling better, I feel like I shouldn't just, you know what, I'm going to do it. Jen, welcome in. Cool Rider, hope you're doing well. Generally, what's good? Chrissy in the building. We got Robert 2Bs. What up? Jinx, hello. We got Cannabiscus. We got Tomster. What up, what up? Daisy in the building. We got Dupree's Gap. We got Kat. Hello, hello. Walling. Patty in the building. Sal's here. We got Devi. What's good? Vinyl in the building. Via Bella. Red Wings. Kalita. We got Christian Mingo. We got Cool Rider. And then let's see. We got Jay. Welcome in, Jay. Let me see. Buttercup. What's good? Buttercup. Welcome in. Terror Teeth. Hope you're doing well. Softy in the building. Welcome in, Softy. All right. And I think I'm about to catch up with y'all. Jinx was good. All right. And repeat responding. What up? What up? John Heddles was good. Shannon in the building. All right. I think we did it. Oh, Pat Tad. Welcome in. Okay. I think now we did it. Kansas, I think now we did it. Melissa, I think now we did it. All right, so many of you came in. I appreciate y'all being here. Oh my God. Okay. Whew. I said hello, Autumn. Okay, and we're caught up. I hope the new era contestants don't railroad the old schoolers like winners at war. Cena sucks. Welcome in. So would you like the new era of wrestlers to take down John Cena is my first question. Second question, though, second thing to answer your thing. Here's my thing. I want whoever's playing the game the best to do the best. So the reality of it is, because it's split new era and oldies, there's a world where the new era is just like, no, man, we got to make sure we don't get their asses. Oh, we don't get got. But also, like, you got to think about it. The old era has just been talking shit to these new era folks for years now. Whether or not the new era people take it as it's directly at them, they hate the new era, right? They hate the new era. They hate the format. They hate 26 days is for a bunch of pansies. But back in my day, I was the second juror, third juror. I was in the final five while they were at day 26. I still had to go more. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. Or back in my day, like we weren't even at the jury yet at day 26. Like stuff like that, I feel like can get very under some people's skin. While I don't, first of all, don't know all the new era people that well to know that they take any of that to heart. But I think there's going to be a little bit of that ego. Everyone wants the throne now. You know, in Winners at War, everyone wants the throne now. So I think it's going to be a little bit of that energy. So it is what it is. I'm just ready to be heartbroken no matter who goes, you know? I do hope Robus is okay as he sounds about it and just being strong for us. I think he's okay, Jinx. If I had to put my read on it, I think he's okay. Easy, welcome in. Jesse, hope you're doing well. Leslie in the building. Tall, skinny Ben. What up, what up? BL Taft in the building. 1313. Thanks so much for the 42nd month here. Appreciate you. Welcome back in. You're pulling for Devons. Oh, dun. Newscaster Devons. Okay. I wish I knew more about some of these returning people. Respawning. You've got a year to get the refresher going. That's the beauty of a returning season like this. You've got a whole year to read up on them, learn about them, you know? And we're what, Softy? And what? And we are rewatching someone in the Discord. Oh, this is true. I believe if I saw correctly, there's some people in the Discord that have been doing an every season rewatch, and they're just finished season 9 today. So single digits are done. Single digits are done and dusted. So the pace they're moving at is pretty quick, but respect. Is the objective, Softy, to finish all of them before 50? I was bummed that Rob wasn't chosen, but there were tons of potential downside as well that he is now avoiding. Let's talk about it, Tim, because I also think that's fair. You know, like I'm somebody who I would love to be in an era where I get to see Rob back on my TV screen from post knowing him, you know? But I think one of the big drawbacks is we wouldn't get content. The other, which I think personally would hurt the most for us and probably for him, if I was to make an assumption, is Rob gets cut very early, right? After a return, 42 seasons in the making, Rob pulls up and is like the first boot, second boot. That would be tragic. No one wants that. No one wants that smoke. Like I would rather Rob's not on than Rob be the first boot. I'm not gonna lie to you. So. All right, let me get the form open here, because at the end of the day, this is the pad. You are more than welcome to post in the chat. As you can see, I have a proficiency for going back and reading everything my lovely community puts in the chat. However, at the same time, if you would like to be on anonymous mode, you want to come in a little on the sleek. You want to put something in anonymous mode because you're not comfortable with having it be attached to your name. I completely understand that. Feel free to put it in the form. I'll read both sides and we will be good. Okay. Palau starts tomorrow. There we go. Okay. I think either way it was a win-win for Rob. Now we get to podcast about one of the most momentous seasons in Survivor history. That's true. That's true. Why does CBS go away with their 50% diversity initiative for Survivor 50? Ben, it's a great question. I think it's a big question mark for all of us because 49, they fulfilled that requirement. 49 and 50 played out about, 2-3 weeks apart, so they could have easily done for both. Some people are saying that there were some late cuts that got to some swapping, but then also if the alternates I've heard are accurate for this season, I feel like they could have achieved that if they just brought those alternates in. I think at the end of the day, there was a list of people that probably like Probst and Co. wanted. There's a list of people the network wanted, and they could not make it happen, so they got it as close as they could without compromising on those names. I don't know. I think it's all eyes on 51. I think it's all eyes on 51 to see if we go back or not. That's my finger crossed. Because if we don't go back, it's fucked. It's better for RHV for Rob to be on Don Deere Traders. I mean, that's a new market share, right? It's a new audience that might not be familiar with one Rob C. Panicking when I sent the message too early, and then you read, and before I get corrected, not really sure if the goal is for gotcha. You don't know what the goal is, whether you're going to 50 or not. No worries. Over under 5 episodes before Emily betrays the BOTC alliance with Christian. I mean, who knows, right? Are they going to be on the same tribe? 1. 2, are they going to be with other people they've pre-gamed a little bit with, or they've talked to a little more with? Who knows? We'll have to see. But I feel like I would take the over, just hoping that that's the case, you know? No worries, AZ. Rest up. Rest over everything. The VOD will be here for you later, my friend. Thank you for hanging out for a little bit and saying hi. Hope you feel better. I think we'll go back. I think it's just they're not doing it for the returning season. Right, because I've seen a lot of, with this new administration, a lot of people rolling back on their diversity initiatives. But CBS had not done that yet, or they would have had the chance to with 49, right? Because 49 happened after. So they could have, they didn't. So I'm holding hope, but again, we'll see. In the Discord, the Sunshine role, the crew watches shows. Let me know when the Survivor shows get watched together. Oh, you're asking if that role will let you know when the shows are being watched. I think it depends from show to show, or Mandy or Liv can correct me in the chat right now that we are doing the role for any watch party. Because I think there's sanctioned like community, like I'm doing the watch parties, but then there's also like non-me involved watch parties. But I think ultimately both end up getting the delivery. I'll just wait for a confirmation for you. Respawning. How about that? Good evening, Mythical Jade. Welcome in. This song is way too rough on my ears. I'm sorry. On a positive note, who's your biggest pleasant surprise to see on 50? Okay. I mean, I think Emily's number 1 on my list, right? This is somebody who said, I'm not playing again. So to get to watch her play is going to be surreal. Also, I think I've not it's not connected with me yet. The idea that I played Blood on the Clock Tower with her like 3 days before she goes to Survivor 50. That is wild. That is wild stuff. So, how am I feeling? Better now than I did like 30 minutes ago, honestly. I think like I heated myself up nice. A world where Emily wins would be so fun. Exactly. Another person I'm very happy to see is Genevieve. I really like Genevieve, so getting to see Genevieve play is going to be sick. I am excited to see Camilla get a chance. A little worried for Camilla though, with her Joe and Kyle connections being out there with her. So I feel like I'm worried, and I think that's probably going to be more of a short-lived experience. I think Tiffany is a very underrated pick that I'm happy to see. I did not expect her at all, which is probably more why I'm pleasantly surprised. I think for a lot of people, Tiffany's one of the ones they're not happy to see because obviously new era, but then also the fact that I think listening to the Patron call-in show, listening to a lot of the podcasts, being in the chats for a lot of podcasts on RHP and off RHP this week, I feel like the overwhelming response I've seen is this thought that a lot of people had was 50 was promised as like a celebration of all 50 seasons, a celebration of the whole show, and this cast is not giving that, especially when you factor in that, like, you know, from the 20s to the 30s, from the 20s to 30, you have like nobody represented outside of like people who had played one time already, or like the cherry picking where from the new era we have like 8 people from the last 3 seasons versus, sorry, is 8 from the last 3? No, it's 3 plus 3 is 6 plus 1 is 7 plus 2 is 9 people from the last 4 seasons, and then like 1 from the remaining like whatever 4 kind of thing. I think that kind of stuff people are like, you know, not loving, and I understand that, but then ultimately for me, I think Tiffany's someone who can deliver, and I'm very happy to see play again. But I get it. I need Christian to walk around the island saying idle awareness. Oh my god, that'd be so sick. Also goes to show how well Christian and Emily can keep a secret. True. Here's the thing. Not only can they keep a secret real nice, I think also kudos to everybody who kind of kept their chill. Now, obviously, I haven't played a lot of Blood on the Clock Tower in the last, like, 6 months, let's say. But I feel like people have been very chill about, like, not blowing up people's spots, not bringing it up on stream. I think that also was great. I'm happy that everyone was working together there. But yeah, I still don't get the Kyle, Camilla, Joe throuple. What do you mean by that, Jinx? Tell me more. Also, I just read that. Personally, I wasn't expecting Mike White at all, given how much. I agree, John. I agree. But then finding out that Mike White had said, hey, next time you have an opening, let me know. I'll be there. And they have not had a returning season since, what was it? Winners at War, and he didn't win. I was like, okay, this tracks now. I'm no longer surprised at this move here. Yeah. Tiffany's this season Sarah Lacina, and y'all saw what Sarah Lacina did, right? It was like, what the fuck? Why this person? And then Sarah Lacina won. 50 should be an old era versus new era, which it basically is, but it's not like, yeah, I guess tall skinny Ben. I'm assuming you're saying that as in it's not exactly what it is. Correct me if I'm wrong, but if it is, what would you change? You know what I mean? And then when I ventured to Casual's corner, how did they react? Oh, they're upset. They're like, where's Boston Rob? Where's this person? Like, it's like, they're like, where are all these like people I've seen play 7 times that I'm not here? Also, you'd think they're pumped about Joe. They are. They're not happy with a lot of the Kyle being there, Camilla being there. Like, a lot of the casuals actually do not fuck with 48 either, especially now that I think Joe didn't win. Would I be able to get the Discord invite link? I get overwhelmed by it generally, but I love this community. If you don't mind, I mostly lurk. Jade, of course. Follow the instructions that Mandy put in. If you're still struggling, just feel free to ask any questions. We're very open to it. If you want to do it privately, you can send a whisper to Mandy. Mandy, if you're cool with that, of course, let me just make sure you are fine with that, and then we can sort you out. Happy you want to be in the Discord. I do appreciate that. 67% of the cast being from 35 onwards, definitely not a balanced celebration of the whole history of Survivor. Well, that's the thing, John. I think the other thing that I think a lot of us have echoed, is you should have had a new era being 35 to 40 whatever returnee season before 50. You should have had that. This feels like they're trying to have their cake and eat it too. It's like here's an analogy for you, chat. An analogy from somebody who does not belong on the beaches of Fiji. This is like your favorite restaurant, right? Your favorite restaurant is like a 2-hour drive away from you. And you are like, okay, we haven't gone in a long time. Oh my God, we're finally making our way to that restaurant. I can't wait. The meal's gonna be immaculate. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. You know what? I'm not gonna eat the whole day. I'm gonna have a fast day and then get there and then have all the things I want. And then you get there and you are reminded, buddy, your stomach is the same stomach you had the day before, the same stomach you had the day before. You cannot have 3 meals. You just cannot have 3 meals in this sitting. It's just not possible. And you're like, no, but I really can't, but I want all of it. Let me get all of it. You're like, no, you cannot do that. That makes no sense. That's not good for you. And I feel like we're kind of there now, right? Where it was like, we can't wait for a returning season. You know what? 50 will go all out. And it's like, well, but also we still have all these things we want to do. So, well, you didn't do them now, did you? I feel like they could have low-key done 50 and then 51 could have been another returning season, all new era. You know what I mean? Like they could have done that where kind of how Winners at War was like a chapter ending for all the old, like the winners of the old era, right? That's kind of what it was. All the old era winners that were on that season, it was kind of like their goodbye. Goodbye, you're gone. This season, there's some of these old era people that you're like, this is their goodbye. They're gone. But a lot of these new era people, they're going to be here for 52. They're here for 51. They're here for 58. You could have waited on them, You could have. And then you could have gotten some of the 20s, some of them from the 20s, All right. Genraz, welcome in. Oh, it's getting hot in this room now. We went from cold to hot, chat. I've never watched White Lotus. Is it like a hotel? What's the concept? It's a good show, Respawning. Give it a chance. Watch like the first season. If you're not fucking with it, you're not fucking with it. But the first season might hook you. We'll see. Enchanting Dragon, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Hello. Happy Friday. It's about a resort that is okay. You're explaining White Lotus. Sounds good. Needed either a 35-44 season or in 45 or 41-48 in 49. Exactly. I feel like 49 should have been more recent returnees and 50 would be like a great. Yes, I agree. Hey, Pooya in chat, welcome in. Snowstros, aka Samantha. I hope you're doing well. 100% agreed about they dropped the ball big time doing 9. Oh God, 9 newbie seasons in a row, and this being the first opportunity. Yes. You're energized. I'm waking up, Dupree's gal. I've been crashing, and now I'm awoken. So, hot take: Winners at War is the worst returning player season, and then you wrote Heroes vs Villains. Did you mean to say heroes villains, or do you mean winners at war? Those are two very different takes. Lime diggity dang dong, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. I think I said ding dong. I meant dang dog. So thank you. You're cracking me up. You're talking super fast tonight. Call me Dwight, because Dwight talks very fast. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, am I gonna get winded? Here's villain best. Wow was the worst. I don't think that's the hot take. Because what are the other options? All Stars. Low-key, I would put All Stars 1 as worse than this or worse than Winners at War for me. Maybe. What are some other like full returnee? Oh, Game Changers. Oh shit, Game Changers might be worse. I don't know if I can. The thing is, with a lot of the older seasons, chat, I'm not as well versed because I've watched them the one time. I've watched a lot of the new era seasons, like not new era 40s, new era like 30s, late 20s, like multiple times. So it's harder. But Game Changers probably is the worst one. But yeah, nostalgia makes Winners at War over. I mean, again, think about the people that we've said goodbye to, almost what feels like permanently. Winners at War would be a justifiable fake. Heroes vs Villains would be blasphemy. Kermit did that to you? I don't know. Kermit looks like he got beat up, so I don't know about all that. All right. Which season have you watched the most times? I think Second Chances. I think it's Second Chances. I've watched Second Chances over 7-8 times. It was my comfort season for a long time. So, is this an exploration of all 50 seasons? Is it Second Chances? Is it old versus new? They needed to pick one. Great point. Great point. I think the other part is it's a little bit on Jeff Probst. I think Jeff Probst kind of fucked it when he explained it and hyped it up the way he did. You know? It's like, this is going to be so good. It's going to knock your socks off. It's going to celebrate 50 years. And you're like, oh my God, it's going to celebrate 50 years. Oh my God, it's going to be hype. Oh my God, it's going to be good. And like the cast, here's the thing. Here's maybe my hot take. If you ignore the fact that it's Survivor 50, right? If we slap the number 48 on this season, right? It's a good cast for 48. Because it's a nice round 50, it don't hit the same. And for me, in my head, I got to remind myself, 30 was butt. 30 was ass. So that round number don't mean shit. I got to remember that don't matter. Oh, Stephanie, I saw you ask that. I'm sorry. I was trying to think. I know a question I missed here. Stephanie says, Jeff retires. Who is he passing his hosting torch to? I mean, love him or hate him, it's gonna be Boston Rob if it's gonna be a Survivor, right? Like, I would love it for it to be our Rob, although maybe selfishly I wouldn't, because I wouldn't want to lose our Rob. But it's gonna be a Boston Rob, right? Like, that's who it's gonna be. And it's all going to be our fault if it sucks because it's caught in the hands of the fans. And that's what I'm most worried about. So they better bring it. Better be a 6th season. Well, Worlds Apart was their 30th season, but it was just their 30th season according to Probst. That's true. It's just 30. Suri host Drew Carey. Nah, y'all, it's going to be Boston Rob. I feel like Boston Rob's been getting a little bit of the hosting chops in as well with that Dondi after show this past year. I think low-key, if the Traders ever did an official podcast, how On Fire is the official Survivor pod, or how Dondi has their official after show, you gotta imagine Boston Rob is in one of those seats, maybe with like a Kate Chastain, like something like that could be the move. Russell Hantz will replace him, bro. Russell Hantz ain't replacing a Brandon Hantz in the running, and that's saying something. Why not a female host though? I mean, you said, who do you think Rob passes the torch to? And like, have you met Probst? Have you met Probst? All right, I need to stop the monitor shaking. My bad. The only person is replacing Probst is maybe a Parv. That's a good point. Parv could be in the running. I probably have to stop watching it with Russell Hantz. I'm telling you, Russell Hantz couldn't host a show on... I guess anyone can host a show on YouTube if you get a camera and do stuff. He couldn't host a show on what's the channel? I don't want to like diss any channels out there, but what's the channel that everyone has a show on, kind of? TLC, or like the Home Network, or is that what it's called, the one with all the houses and stuff, or like a Discovery, like that kind of thing. Might be a bit too far out, but I've always said Andrew will be fantastic. I don't think that's a bad pick either, low-key. I really don't. Poverty wasn't called for 50, let alone getting picked to host. That's true, but I guess Meridian, you remind me because I know you put out the public document thing. How many of the winners from Winners at War were contacted that we know of? HGTV, thank you. How many were contacted that were in Winners at War? To be original, Jeff's already laying that because he keeps making digs that the vote's not going the way they want, saying that fans want a boring season. He did have a show on TLC. He flipped houses. Yeah, but that was how many years ago? I mean, like right now, you know? We're not talking about, what was it, holding hands or raising hands? It was something like that. Tony, Sandra, Rob, Tyson were called. You know what? Damn. Damn. Okay, wait, real quick. Yeah, you know what? That's kind of messed up. Because I was gonna say, well, Tony went on Traders after that announcement. Rob went on Traders after that announcement. It can't be Traders. It also can't be Dondi as a result, you know? So, well. Amber, Parv, Natalie, and Michelle. Okay. That's such bullshit, though. Yule was also called. Chantel DeMars, first time chatter, welcome in. They should film the Survivor 50 cast reacting to the public's reception of their cast announcement. Oof, we don't want that. They're going to come in excited. They're going to leave bummed. If they want to keep Survivor Flood, I feel like it would have to be an alum. I agree. I think an alum that's like established enough for the casuals, aka Boston Rob, would be the one. I really do. Flipped Off? Was it called Flipped Off? Why do I remember like the name Hans in it? Oh, for the love of God, Lori, do not tag him in the chat. What are you doing? Jeff is wrong. Idol's going to fire and all that doesn't make anything exciting. Contestants do. Preach. What guest would you like to see Rob have on the pod during season 50? I mean, there's a lot of people to pick from. Let's find out who the people were that were snubbed and let's have them be on the pod. Because I know that Rob and Chappelle are doing a club condo, off-season club condo, talking about all the people that did not get there. Let's have as many of them on as possible. As many. Well, Amber's allegedly going on trip. Which Amber? Kenya Morstan. I wasn't called either. Me too. They lost my number. JLP lives in America. I still say he's the call, but they would never. I mean, given the fact that they did not like that AU got started calling some of the US people, I don't. But I think that's a shame. I think that's a damn shame because I think that having synergy like that is good for the show. Like I think of when Traders, Big Brother Canada in its early days acknowledged the canon of BBUS. I think shit like that is great. I think doing kind of cross-platform stuff is great. I think you're kind of seeing this in wrestling a little bit, which, apologies if some of you are not going to know what I'm about to say. I'll try and explain it as to the best of my abilities. So right now, for example, back in the day, wrestling was very much like you had your own promotion. They had their promotion. You do not reference them. They do not reference you. Every now and then someone might verbally make a jab on the show and it will cause mayhem. Now it's a lot more intertwined. People can join, like you can have people from this promotion come into this promotion while being the champion of the other promotion, stuff like you never used to see before. And I think it's ultimately been better for wrestling as a whole. I think it's elevated wrestling. It's made everyone look like good sports. It's been fun. Now, here's the funny thing to me is when you do Dondi and you bring in someone from Australian Survivor and they're quite the character and a fun time, it's like, bro, why are y'all not like, bringing more of these people out? I think to me a little bit, Survivor's trying to maintain its Survivor's like we are the prestige, right? Like they're like the WWE, if you will, which for the non-wrestling fans, that's the big that's like the biggest. Y'all know about WWE, right? Biggest promotion. And they're like, nope, that Australian Survivor, that's TNA. We don't fuck with them. They're below us. Oh, that Dondi, no. That's like little nonsense. That's like fucking that's Ring of Honor. We don't do that. Oh, this show, that's the Indies. We don't fuck with them. And it's like, well, that's a shame because if you were willing to bring new people in from those franchises, you're bringing their audience over. They may not be a part of you. You're bringing people that, you know, how has Traders become as big as it has, right? They bring people from like every franchise in this big like battle royale of a game that for some people not strategic enough, for some people kind of flawed, but entertaining nonetheless. And people enjoy it. Everyone learns about everybody. You know, that's how you get Gabby from the Bachelorette franchise becoming a very famous, well-known person to somebody like me who never watched the franchise. Or your people who are like, who is this Zac Efron brother? And I'm like, that's fucking Dylan Efron is who that is. Or like, who's that old British guy? They're like, oh, that's an old British guy. Because again, no one cared about Lord Ivar. But I digress. People become like, fucking Boston Rob did like 4 ads this year. 4. Where was his last ad before this, you know? Where? Just do it. Open the doors. Let the people in. And don't punish your people for... Okay, I need to... Oh, fuck, it's so hot in here. I need to open the door. I don't think Leon's asleep yet, hopefully. It's so fucking hot. Okay. All right. Okay, so then we can talk about the punishing of your players who go on other shows. Like, low-key, there's nothing you can tell me that, like, I know, like, obviously everything else, I'm like, oh, we'll see, speculative, oh, I don't know, let's be optimistic. The one thing I'm not willing to be optimistic on, chat, is that Carolyn was not put on this season, in my humble opinion, because of the Traders. Which doesn't make sense when then you're hearing Tony got an invite. You know, Sari gets an invite despite being on the other Survivor show. And again, Carolyn, whether you like her or not, because I know Carolyn can be polarizing. Some people don't fuck with Carolyn. Some people don't like Carolyn. They think she's too much or whatever. Carolyn carried a lot of this season. And so the fact that she's now a bigger name, she goes to Survivor. Guess who's going to follow? Debbie, that's a fan of Dorinda Medley, who kind of fucked with Carolyn. Let me watch her. Every Big Brother fan who hates Danielle Reyes for whatever reason, but loves Carolyn now. They're going to come over and watch. Who was Carolyn nice to the most? Gabby. One of the more famous people now coming out of the show. All the Gabby fans are going to watch. And before you know it, more people are fucking watching your show. Isn't that a win-win? What's the beef? I don't get it. I don't know. It's unfortunate. I think Sir Antonio are stopping Survivor names. Carolyn's too new to be Jeff. Too new to Jeff to be hopping around. Which is funny to me because it's like... Okay. It's like... What am I trying to say here? It's like, okay, I'm not on an analogy fucking roll here, chat. I'm on an analogy roll here, chat. Let me cook. I think the other argument, Madeline, is that D goes on the challenge, which is the challenge and CBS are like, they're like together, right? Every other person that you mentioned that went on the Traders is from the older era, and they want like the name recognition of an older era.
Hey, look at us. Huh?
Sunshine! Thank you for the primes. I appreciate you. Welcome back for month number 7. Musketeers, welcome. You have not missed the track. You're good still. All right. I need to scroll back up because I'm losing y'all, chat. Okay. So yeah, I was gonna hit you with another analogy because I love it. Okay. Insane Diaz on. She was literally filming Challenge 41 while the cast was finalized. Right. Like the 1-2 punch of show to show. Like, that is a lot. And also, I think they wanted a couple of winners from the new era. I think D is their favorite winner, or their best winner, arguably. And also, D was a on-fire host. So she's got that rapport there. But no, Stephanie, like all the other ones, they're old schoolers. Like, I think the point of Carolyn being a little more new school makes sense to me. Because think about it. Carolyn is the only new era Survivor to have been on the Traders. Every other Survivor player is from the old era. You see that Rachel said she wasn't called, which is also insane to me. I don't know why. Like, did they hate 47? Because 47 hard carried. Like, 47, you could have had like 5 of those people on that season, on the returnee season. I'd be like fucking with it. You know what I mean? Like, they had a good cast. I mean, obviously don't put 5 because that's too many, but there were options. Why didn't you call more? Who was the next on Fire co-host? If they do not want it to be somebody who was on the show, who's going to be on 50, I think it's Shaheen. Think about it. Shaheen with the Survivor music and all that. I think it's Shaheen. But if they want it to be someone who they don't care if they were on 50, I think it's Kyle or it's Joe. The real mistake was playing one season before she could have been an On Fire co-host. All right, where was I? Oh, what was I talking about? Shaheen could be a great host. I agree. There were reports that they did not like 47 before airing and were way more hyped for 40. Yes, I remember this Meridian review. And I was like, but 47 is great. And then we watched 40 and we're like, okay, they were kind of onto something. This preseason kind of flames. And then we got to the post-jury and we're like, oh, sorry, preseason, pre-jury. Post-jury, we're like, you sure about this one though? Like, you want to take that back? This was Rizgod, an actual person streamer, because I can't find anything about him. Rizgod, aka Rizzo, is an actual person who will be on the future seasons of Survivor, who also is known by quite a few people in the org community. So people who were tapped into like the sequesters or the other orgs that were happening, they're familiar with Rizzo. Now, I don't recall watching Rizzo play, and I may have, and I just don't remember because there were a lot of those orgs happening, chat, once a night, pretty much. So yes, you played with them back in the day. There we go. Also, Taylor, you said something in the chat earlier about like, oh, you're a hater to Carolyn. Gotcha. I remember now. I think Shaheen could make a good host when Jeff retire. I mean, the guy has passion for it. And I mean, if we get a Persian host, Shaheen, would you like for me to be on the show? Low key, let's make it happen. You know? You haven't been convinced yet? We'll see, Sam. Jeff also thought 37 stunk. So did y'all see right before I went live, chat? I saw one person by the name of Monsieur Michael J. Bloom. I don't know what Mike's middle name is. Might be public, may not be. I'm not sure. I saw Mike Heather Bloom post out. I don't remember which fucking website I saw it on, but he posted that tomorrow he's releasing his article that he talked to with Jeff about Jeff's favorite top 25 seasons. And chat, we're not ready for this. I don't know what's going to be on that list, but I'm not ready. Oh, you're a new era hater. That's fair. So I never rock with D on Survivor. As a whole, also winner mess, but I don't think winners should be on 50. I mean, for me, the one thing I will agree with is the winners shouldn't be on 50. That I'm not about. Winners being on 50 is not, like, I would have rather the winners not be on 50, but also if they always do it, then I'm like, okay, that's fine. You pick some good ones. Imagine Venus as co-host though. I mean, I would love that. Banu for post replacement. Oh my God. We're trying to retain the viewers. I think a lot of the casuals would leave. I wish Shaheen had said Kyle. Kyle is great, but I don't think he's going to get far. He just won. I agree. And Chatty Dragon, I agree. I think that the only thing they should have done, which low-key they did, right? Or did they? No. Because what's his name? For 31, for second chances, I guess second chances was literally a second chances. So you couldn't be, okay, never mind. I rescind what I was about to say. But I think if you won the latest season, you shouldn't be allowed to be on the next season. No. Let me track that back. So for example, if Russell Hanson won 19 and they put him on 20, just because they hadn't seen 19, that's fine. But only he was from that season. They put 3 people from this last season. Everyone watched it. Everyone knows Kyle won. Camilla was his BFF, and Camilla would have won if she was at the end. And Joe was also there. So that's bad for all of them, in my opinion. Except for Joe. I think Joe can let the loyalty, honesty thing hard carry him. And he's like a jacked dude. That might carry him for a hot minute. Whew. I think Liana called him out on the BNB. Called what? Well, what? Tom, what'd I miss? I think Omar called him Michael Dimitri Bloom on the latest BNB. Oh, there we go. I don't think his middle name is Dimitri. Jeff's top 5 is going to be Thailand 1 World. Oh my God, please. You probably love Redemption on because of Rob. I mean, that's going to be on that list probably. If we get regular Banu, maybe. If we get Island Bun, I can't handle that amount of cringe. I mean, I would be fine. I think a lot of the casuals wouldn't. I feel like Caleb's name has been left out of everyone's 50 wish list. Caleb was my number 1. When we did the draft for who would be on 50, I had the idea. In my head, I was like, they've not done a new era season, a new era returnee season. That's what it's going to be. And I also partially, chat, thought about the fact that, Probst was like 30 is just 30, and 40 is drop the 4. Sorry, 41 was drop the 1, drop the 4, keep the 1. I was like, he's not gonna like treat it as big as you know people think. I think it's gonna be just new era returnees. So I was like, I'm gonna just go new era. The fact that none of the new era people I said are even on the list is baffling to me. At least one of them. Caleb's literally the poster boy for the shot in the fucking dark. Anyway, and he's a great player. Anyway, Caleb's name never came up. Heartbreaking to me, Meridian. I cannot believe that shit. If I was Kyle, I think honestly would have waited for a future returning season for his threat level to dissipate. I understand the appeal of being on 50. Well, that's the thing, right? And I've repeatedly said this. I fault no one who said yes to go on, because it's fucking 50. You're part of the they're gonna say it's the legends, right? This is 50 years culminated. Your name is in the mix. You fucking go. No matter what, you make the route. You go to Fiji. So he also may never get this call again, right? To him, it's like, I might as well take it now because I might not get it later. Let me ride the high I'm on, which honestly, fair. You won $1 million, you went home, you got married, you're happy, go again. Then if it's done, if it doesn't work, you move on with your life. But you still won once. All right, I can announce that Calamity is in the building, but she is exploring. So it might be a second before she shows up around here. You've been warned. You've gotten the heads up now. Sometimes I feel like Jeff Probst and Julie Chen are tuned into the shows at the same amount, which is odd since Jeff is an exec. Which is odd because Jeff is on the island with them. Oh my God, you see Clam? What is she doing? Oh, do not jump on the fucking shelf. I swear to God. All right. She's a little hard to see, but you can tell she's there. You can see her head moving around a little bit. Be careful, Clam. Don't go in there. Okay. Oh, she's hanging out. That duck is huge when you see Clam next to the duck. I genuinely wouldn't be shocked if Suri got the tar call, but had the 50 call too and just couldn't say no to 50. Which again, you say yes to 50. You say yes to 50 no matter what. But then if Suri was the first to complete that amazing race, like the triple trifecta, that would have been great. I have not forgiven you for refusing eyeliner. Amanda would have won. We cannot keep putting this on me. How are you going to take the blame away from Ozzy and put it on my head? Yeah, 1 from 41 to 44 is nuts. I mean, I've said this. If you want to do half and half, that's fine, but also represent it like properly. Like, and the fact that even some of your seasons that you didn't fuck with, right? Let's say they didn't really fuck with 43. Jesse was right there, fam. Carla was right there, fam. Like, you want a what the fuck pick that I think has a lot of potential? Dwight, you know? What was 46? All right. Let's not put Gabler back on the island. Was 47 the season where a number of people left while having the idol in their pocket? That was 46. That was 46. Diggler. I don't mind that on a new era, but I wish they had replaced 1 to 2 of the 48 for an 41, 44. Right. Will Kyle will play to get another title, or is he more there to try and assist Camilla to get hers? I think Kyle's there because you don't say no to 50, and I think Kyle's there now to, again, go for gold. You always go for gold when you're on Survivor. I mean, having your homies get money is good too, but I'm sorry. I'm no one's closest friend. I'm friends with a lot of people, right? Even my closest friend, if we both are in the running for the milli and we both have an equal shot, or I have good odds if I beat you, I'm going for the gold. I'm sorry. I have to go for the gold. So, hot take. I think they cast too many recent players. Wow. Scorching take from Papaya here. So I wouldn't go out there just to help Liana. I'll help her pick out a new car and I'll finance it. I'll help her in other ways, but I want the title and I want the milli. I want the resume. She has a PhD. She is a scientist that's accomplished and has like a big wig job and all. I want the title. I want the notoriety. I want to be the best. She's the best in everything else. This one's me. So it is what it is. Right, to tell Liana to vote you out of the Traders All-Stars. Let me give you a freebie. Liana will never vote me out. I heard it between Kyle and Bruce. Kind of guy for the last spot on 50. Papaya, are we just going to say lies? Jeff could have done the legit funniest thing ever if on Wednesday he pulled up Gabler's name out of the urn and just said, "Psych, just kidding. You really think we'd have Gabler? Just kidding." That would be mean to Gabler. And like, that would be mean to one of their own. But, you know. Whew. You okay? Yeah, it's scorching.
We're wearing a hoodie and pants.
Well, I was cold earlier, you remember? So I
Yeah,
overcorrected. I had a heating pad on too earlier.
Yeah.
But now I don't. You want to say hi to chat?
Hi, chat.
Hi, chat. Hey, babe, can I ask you a question in front of chat?
Yeah.
Okay. If we are both on Survivor and we are like at the final four and we are kind of in the Kyle and Camilla spot where it's like, we probably could win, but we can't win. Like, next to each other is our hardest opponent. Would you get rid of me at 3?
No.
At 4?
No.
Exactly.
Would you get rid of me?
No. Never be.
Are you lying?
No.
Chad, is he lying?
Chad, is he lying? They're going to just say yes for drama. They're going to
Chad,
farm
is
it.
he
They're going to clip farm. This is Twitch. They're going to clip farm.
I knew it. I knew you're lying.
Oh my
You're
God.
always lying.
That was one person said that. But no, I would not do that.
Yeah. I think, okay, again, like, my only concern, we would talk about this. My only concern would be is if you and I go to the end and we lose.
Split the votes.
We split the votes and lose to a third party. What I don't want is I don't want both of us to lose because we split to a third party. But I don't care between the two of us who wins.
Does
I don't.
everyone know we're married?
I don't know. Do you think they know we're married? Wait, is this like a blood water season? What is this hypothetical scenario?
Let's say it's if it's a blood water season, put her there, buddy. This is my best friend. Platonically, of course.
Yeah, well, we could be friends.
Yeah.
I mean, we are friends. We're friends already.
Exactly.
Oh, but I'm going to want cuddles, and they're going to be
Oh,
like,
shit. Well, we're not together the first little bit.
and then
So
we
you'll
like
get-
get together.
No, you'll get used to not cuddling.
Oh. I think, aren't we legally not in Survivor? They can't cuddle anymore.
I have
right?
no
'Cause the
idea.
whole dance
I haven't read the
thing.
cuddling fine print.
Yeah. Okay. No, I wouldn't turn on you.
Yeah. See? Pooya would never.
To me, I feel it again. Like, the idea is that it is a win. Okay. You know the adage, it's like, Survivor's a business trip. Like, I'm here for a business trip. I would be here for the experience, but I don't care which one of us earns the money as long as one of us got the money.
Yeah. Like,
And especially because I would be in charge of the money anyway. Because I run our finance. So really, it's my win regardless.
Yeah, but like I'd put a clause with the bank that like if she's trying to withdraw more than 1,000, I gotta get like a sign off or
I
something.
wouldn't. No,
I mean, I
I'm
don't
gonna
care. You
Invest it.
Ugh, boring.
Oh,
We take
I'll give you
hear me
a
out.
chunk, and then you can do
You'll
whatever you
give
want
me
with
a
it.
chunk. You give me a chunk. Here's what we'll
It's
do.
our money.
Here's what we'll do. We go to Vegas right after we get the money. Hear me out. I'm not done. I'm not done.
Are we getting married again?
All over again. We're not going to bet the whole thing because that would be ridiculous. We're gonna put 100,000 down on the roulette table. Well, let me finish. Let me
Absolutely
finish.
not.
Let me finish. Give me my hand. Give me your hand. We're gonna put 100,000 down, and then I'm gonna look at you and I'm like, you pick the number. You pick black or red.
Absolutely
You
not.
And then it's on you.
Absolutely
But babe,
not.
if we win, you know how good that'll feel.
Absolutely not.
If we lose, it's not your money, so you're fine.
Absolutely not.
But it's not your money. You know,
Absolutely.
technically.
How many times can I tell you? Absolutely not.
But it's
I will
fun.
never let you do that.
All right, what if we put 50? A cool
$50.
50.
You can put $50.
50,000.
$50.
What?
Final
$50?
offer.
We have $1 million. We can afford a 50,000
Oh,
gamble.
We don't have $1 million.
Yeah, we have like 600,000.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Exactly.
Okay. I mean, right now we don't have $500,000.
Okay, how about
so
this?
if we get
How about
half a
this?
million,
How about this? How about this?
yeah,
$2,000 final offer.
2,000.
Yeah, $2,000.
Just pocket change.
Pocket change.
At that point, it'll be pocket change.
You're so irresponsible. Did you show chat what I built?
I did.
Did they like it?
Yeah, they were happy that we worked on it very hard
Yes,
immediately.
we, both of us together.
No, I told them you did it. I told them you
did,
did
I
it.
did
All right, chat. I know she has a PhD, but I also won the fucking game, so I get some decision as to what we do. You can get a PhD in fucking accounting.
Wait, okay, if you go on Survivor,
Yeah.
we're gonna have to write up a contract. If you win, here's how we handle the money.
What?
I just think it would make everybody's lives easier. It's like a prenup.
This is like a prenup?
It's
Yeah,
like
a prenup.
but
Okay, but if you go, we do the same thing?
Yeah, we do the same thing.
All right.
I mean, the terms of the contract will be different, obviously.
Why would they be different?
Because why would they be the same?
Because it's supposed to be equal to the two of us?
Okay, but like, let's think about it realistically.
Uh-huh.
Do you really want it? That would stress you out. It's going to give you so much anxiety to be in control of $600,000.
No, because
Yes.
because I won Survivor. I have this bonus money. Okay? Hear me out. It's bonus money, right? I will spend a little, and then realistically, I'm not gonna like do the most with it. You can take control of it after.
Okay, great.
But like
we're just going to set limits on what
for
that
like a
is.
month, I'm gonna do what I want.
Oh, God.
And then after that, you can put it in a CD or a high yielding savings account or I don't know what any of these things mean, but you'll do something like that with it, and then it'll give us 6% more money over 10 years if we don't touch it or whatever they say. So
Yeah, whatever they say.
yeah,
Oh.
like the reality is, I'm not gonna do anything drastically different to what I stopped reading chat.
They're on my side.
I mean, of course, they're always on your side. I don't think I'm gonna do drastically anything different to what I do now. Like, I might be like, ooh, my computer could use a little touch up and like get a couple upgraded pieces, but that's about it. I would get you the car you want, the SUV you may be thinking about. Let's get you that car.
Okay, but again, the problem with that is that it incurs a repetitive cost.
And
would
we
just
have
make sure to
incurred a
cover
lot
this.
of money that can
I understand.
cover that.
Yeah, okay. We just need to budget appropriately. And if we can take the yields from the returns and the money that we've
I just
invested
want
and use
for
that
1
to
month
cover
of
the
our
insurance.
lives, you to not worry about nothing.
I'm not worried. You conflate being prepared with being worried.
I want to come home. Like, did you see the video I showed you of Kyle telling his wife that he won? If
Yeah.
I come home and I'm like, I won, I don't want the first thing to hear be like, okay, so here's the plan, right? So while you were gone,
Yeah.
look at this.
Okay.
Here's a Google sheet I opened. So I've been looking at it, and
Okay.
fiscally, we should open a bank account here because they're better, and we get you this credit. Like, I want you to celebrate with me, damn it. We
Okay,
did this.
if we
I
put
did this.
The Survivor prenup in place, then we'll have that taken care of, and we won't have to have.
Am I
that
gonna have to
discussion.
go to Survivor on the sly? Like, you find out when I'm on my way to getting like
You
sequestered?
mean when you abandon me for like a month?
Yeah.
I would hope you would tell me.
I mean, I'm trying to escape this contract.
Oh my god! If I have to file a missing persons report,
You're
for
not.
you,
I will call you on the way
when
to the
I
hotel.
find out from Redmond that you're a survivor, I'm gonna be so fucking
You're gonna find out
pissed.
because our friends are gonna blow up your phone with like, "Oh my God, are you excited, Liana? Heart, heart, heart!" And you're like,
Meanwhile,
"What the
I'm,
fuck
like,
is happening?"
Sobbing.
You're
because
not
I think
sobbing.
You've been kidnapped.
No, I'll be
you
gone.
Don't go anywhere.
But I will be gone while you're at work. It's during the day.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're gonna disappear one day. and
You're
then
not
I'm
here. I'm not on surveillance. You're not gonna know I'm gone.
By the time Redmond finds out, I will have been home. And also, you're not going to be replying to my text messages.
I
You're
will
gonna think
shoot
you're
you a
dead.
cheeky voice note when I get picked up to go to this fucking
here's
hotel.
What you do. You just set up an AI chatbot.
Oh, great.
Do you
Yeah.
think I'll notice the difference?
I mean, listen, I feel like if someone was to study how I text for like
Yeah.
a month, I think
Yeah.
they could emulate it.
Oh, yeah. Well, we would upload our chat logs and then essentially.
Yeah, but I don't want no AI to do it. I want like a genuine, I want a pair of hands on it.
I
You
was
know?
just saying, if you want to continue to fool me, that could be an easy way to do it.
You're acting like in this scenario, I'm gone for days and I have to play this facade. I'm leaving fine. The day before I get picked up, that night, I'll be like, all right, babe, you're going to sleep. All right, I hope you sleep well.
Plenty of
By
time
the
for a
way,
contract.
I'm dipping. No, there isn't. There's no lawyer present.
Well, we know some, so.
Yeah, not.
Call up Jake, okay?
Yeah, oh, he's not. I don't think he's accredited here. Is that a thing people can?
Whatever. I don't know. I don't know anything about laws.
Yeah, and you're trying to like do this.
I know enough that I could learn, okay?
Here's the thing.
Yeah, Melissa Denny, look, we got plenty.
We got plenty. Here's what
Yeah,
this is.
Joe Blow.
Listen, all I'm saying is, I made a joke about going to the casino and putting 50,000. Obviously, that is ridiculous.
It's hot.
Okay, don't de-pants on stream. That
I'm
looks.
wearing shorts.
I know, but that looks so weird to do it unannounced. It's like, I'm hot.
What's up, Daddy-o?
Okay, don't do all that. Okay, so here's the thing. A cheeky 10K we can play around with.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Okay, fine, deal.
Okay,
10K.
10K, and then here, the other 40K, it's like our spending around money for a month, and then whatever's left from it, we put back in the account with all the other stuff. Deal?
Yeah, I
All right.
accept.
No
Deal.
lawyers needed.
Okay, chat, you're here. You witnessed the deal that was made.
This is a deal. Yeah, me, the guy going on Survivor and then winning it. The odds.
It'll be post-tax. I'll give him that. I'll give him post-tax.
What's post-tax?
So $10,000 post-tax versus $10,000 pre-tax.
Why?
So if we say $10,000 pre-tax, then it's gonna end up being like only 6,000, right? Because then.
Oh, so I'm getting the clean 10.
A clean 10 post-tax.
Nice.
I'll give him that.
Nice. We did good, Bean.
Yeah.
And then if you win, same deal. You have the same deal on the table.
Yeah, I have that, but I'm not gonna gamble the money.
You don't need to do the gambling thing, but 50K is available to do like, ooh, suddenly you want to get like a little splurgy, do it. That's fine.
Okay.
You want to book a little vacation for the two of us? Cool. As long as we're both there. Cool.
Oh, as long as we're both there. Well, that was not included.
Are you fucking joking right now? I'm about to hit up a bros trip. Hey, Chappelle and Scally, pack your bags. We're going to Cancun.
Bros trip. Okay, great. Well, I'm glad we enjoyed that hypothetical conversation.
Oh my God, Lori said she'll go buy a Culver's franchise.
Yes! Oh my God.
If it costs less than 50.
Okay, yeah. Well, no, I think that actually we could buy a Culver's franchise with the rest of the money because technically I would consider that to be an investment. Do you want to run a Culver's?
I don't want to run it. I would.
But I don't. I just want to be. I want to be the money bag.
You want to be like the sleeping partner, essentially.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like we can figure that out.
Yeah, I think we can try to make.
But also, I don't want to do
profit margins
that.
are on a Culver's. We just need to.
I feel like investing in food like that's a mistake.
Yeah,
but,
probably.
Yeah.
I think we'll need to. Yeah, we'll need to do a business plan.
Yeah. All right. Last question before you head on out.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing from Culver's?
Oh my God, that's such a tough question. I did like the butter burger when we had the butter burger, but I really liked the chicken sandwich. I thought that was nice.
She did. She fucked with the chicken sandwich.
I tried the chicken sandwich. I tried the fish sandwich, and I tried the one of the burger, the butter burger, whatever it was called.
This butter burger.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah. All right. That was fun.
But
yeah, fun.
I recommend all of it, which is why we're gonna buy one when we win Survivor.
Yeah, we win Survivor.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, now.
Okay, fine.
You lost. It's cut in half. 25 and 5 now.
What? 25 and 5?
Yeah, 25,000.
Why?
And 5,000. Because you were mean to me and you missed my high five, my low five.
You just. I felt like you'd be quicker to the draw.
No, I'm slow.
I feel like you have quick reflexes like a cat.
Not the way I run into stuff.
Yeah. Remember when you bumped your head on the banister after I told you to watch out?
Yeah.
Okay, you good?
Yeah.
All right, have a good night, Bean. Are you fine with the door staying open because it's hot as fuck?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Thanks, Bean.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you want me to open my door and have the windows open and try to get a breeze coming?
No, because if I'm loud, I don't want it to like
I don't think it's gonna
travel.
go through that far out that window.
No. Leave that door closed because then the girls will get involved, and like that room has been very like cat hair free, thankfully.
Okay.
All right, I'll just deal. Because is the
We gotta get you that fan or whatever.
We do. We should stop at Costco and see if they restocked the whoosh.
Okay, but we should check online before we
We'll
go.
check before we go to check if they have the
There's
whoosh.
another Costco closer to- Yeah, hey Chad, is there a Costco closer to St. Paul?
I mean, we can Google
We're gonna
that
go-
tomorrow.
Wait, did you tell Chat where we're
I haven't told them what the itinerary is
Okay,
for
don't
tomorrow.
tell
I
them.
figured that's story time for tomorrow's stream.
Surprise!
Yeah.
I have my
So-
things picked.
If you don't know, tomorrow is when the stream idea of Liana controls 24 hours of what I do happens. So she has a whole itinerary plan of what we're doing tomorrow, which we're going to go to.
Yeah.
So, all right. Thanks, Bean. Good night now. All right. Wow. What a situation that was. Okay. Is it an IRL stream? It is not.
What's that supposed to mean?
What?
What a situation that was. What does that mean?
That was fun. It was a fun situation. Situations can be fun.
You should have said fun.
Yeah.
Why?
You didn't let me finish. I was reading chat. I've not been reading chat for like 20 minutes. Be talking to you.
I'm watching you.
Yeah. Yeah. That was a very fun disaster.
I heard that.
You're not supposed to be sneaky on the sly.
No, they didn't walk that fast. Did you show them the...
Kermit? We opened the show together. Well, Kermit opened the show. I did not. You are still sleeping on the couch? No, I'm not. Am I sleeping on the couch? Maybe, huh? Here.
Yeah.
What if I carry you, put you downstairs on the couch, and then go back up and go to bed?
That's fine.
That's fine?
And then I can
Yeah, that's true. But it'd be hot downstairs.
No, it's cool downstairs.
Not if I put on the space heater.
Why would you do that?
I don't know.
Also, we don't have a space heater.
You sure about
Did
that?
you buy a space heater?
Why in the world would I do that? This room is hot on its own.
Yeah, well, I mean, you've got enough electronics to go to the moon, so.
The moon?
The moon!
The moon.
Okay, good night, moon.
All right. Why am I moon?
You're moon now.
Okay. You're great.
I'm what? I'm Drake?
No, I didn't say you're Drake. I said great. You heard Drake. That's on you.
Say Drake.
No. Get out. Go to bed. For the love of God. All right. What a situation. Fun one, though. Fun situation. I said fun. I said fun. I added it. No, she's gone. All right, chat. That was wild. That was fun. Okay. Leon could get you to sign her version of Survivor prenup tomorrow during a 24-hour rate. No. That's not fair. No responding. That's not the case. All right. Okay, chat. You know what I've not done is look at the form. How many? Oh, I have 4 questions in the form. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Let's see. But yeah, this is. Oh my God. But yeah, this is the first time I'm back on your stream in years. Welcome back. My sister introduced me to your streams. She sadly passed away due to cancer. I haven't had the courage to bring myself back to your stream until today. Thank you for making my sister smile while she was going through that difficult time. I'm happy to have done so. And thank you for coming back. Thank you for feeling comfortable enough to share. My sister rest in peace. And I'm happy she was a part of our community for as long as she was. Will you write me a recommendation letter for my mediation career? What? Chat, I didn't even read chat for the most part when Liana was in here trying to broker a situation with me. A fun situation, a fun one. I think we're fine. All right. Okay. Change outfit here. It's getting too hot in here. You were handed the keys as EP of Big Brother. Oh, we're going to Big Brother now. What twist from the past or new twist would you bring back into the game? This is an easy one for me. Give me the Secret Pairs twist. That's it. Give me the Secret Pairs twist and then make it a regular old season. Maybe add BB Arena in it. AI Arena. I think I'm content after that. But y'all know me. I love a good casting twist more than anything. I'm gonna over Hidden Room twist. I mean, that season. Give me the season 6 format with the modern rules of comps and AI Arena, and I'm happy. Hey, I said season 6 format. Pressure cooker's right in there, so I think that would be pretty damn great. Bring back America's Player. I don't know about that. I think Pearl's here. Oh, she is. All right, everyone, be calm, be cool. She's gonna kind of walk around probably and leave. She might leave early because it's too hot in here. But the key with Pearl is you do not acknowledge her. If she's perceived, she will leave. All right, she's doing what Clam did, which is kind of investigate the surroundings first before coming over to the main stage. So you'll get that. Okay. Next question is, do they fuck with the duck? Well, you saw Clam eye it up and then like walk away. Taryn was like, everyone be cool, be cool. All right, she's like halfway through the room now. I think you're about to see her real soon. She's like still examining the bookcase, but like the left side of it. Yeah. Since we are merging yesterday's stream and tonight's stream, oh, there she is. Look at her. Sized up the cat. This is the cat. The duck decided the duck ain't shit, and now is moving to the left. Oh, and Clam is also here now. All right, there's Pearl sneaking over behind the blinds. Do not perceive her. Be cool. Ducky's listening to one of my podcasts. Okay. Oh my God, she's like right next to me. Oh, hi, Pearl. Hi, baby. Can't see her. They're here for real. They actually are. Clam's like looking at the ceiling like it's going to give her an answer to something, but okay. Since we are merging yesterday's stream and tonight's stream, will you add an extra day at the end of the promise stream since yesterday's was canceled? No. So I did mention at the start of this all that oh, there's Pearl. I did say at the start of all this that it might not be every day depending on streams. Clam, stop it, please. Let her leave the room if she wants to leave. Pearl, you want to hang out with me? Come here, Pearl. No, she wants to leave and Clam's like fucking with her. All right, Clam's walking away. Pearl's sitting. Okay, that's fine. Okay. You could have said Rihanna. Okay, listen. Well, I'm also good, okay? I'm also nice with it. But no, so I mentioned at the beginning of the promise month that there might be a couple of off days in there. And like, I felt okay. I got lucky that yesterday was the hype track because of the fact that I had to do most of that work off stream anyway. So it's all about just presenting that. So it worked. So for example, in the event that I need a day off at any point, probably an idea like eat baby food ends up getting merged into something else. You know what I mean? Or like Pearl, no, don't go in there. Pearl, no. So my door to one of my closets, because you know how like closet doors, it's a sliding door for the closet. And one of them, you know how they have like a little backing thing so that the closet door can't get pushed in? One of my closet doors doesn't have that backing. So if Pearl wanted to, she could just push her fucking head through and get in that closet. And I didn't realize that was going to be an issue till just this moment. So we need to fix that ASAP. All right, she can just hang out in here. I just got to keep an eye on her now. Okay. So there we go. That answered that question. And let me answer another one here for you. Did Dwight know that Christian and Emily would be on Survivor during last Blood on Clock Tower streams? Thank you for playing again, by the way. Of course, thank you so much. Here's the reality. A lot of us knew. Just because of the fact that at that point, the cast list was leaked. So the inklings were out there. You know what I mean? The inklings were out there. People in my chat were like, hey, how come Emily's here? Does that mean she got cut from 50? I was like, I don't think so, but also we're not going to talk to her about it. You know what I mean? All right, now Pearl is under the desk. Do not go in there, Pearlykins. I know. All right, just pick a spot and sit, baby. But yeah. Emily has been known for 2 months now. Right. Like some of the rumors that have been out there, I think a lot of people are like have been on top of. I've not really been as much. But you know, you hear inklings. Oh my god. I think she's gonna climb on my windowsill, which I'm fine with. Amanda was heavily rumored until we refused that shadow. Okay, all right. Next question. Next question, chat. What sort of research are you doing to prepare for the 50 draft? Or are you drafting on vibes? I'm drafting on who I think could win. Until I think that all the winner candidates are gone, then I'm just drafting like a grenaded. The draft ideology stays the same for every draft, especially because it's a winner-only draft. Clam, if you bug her, Clam, you're on camera, Clam. Oh, you saw Pearl was like, this is my opening, and she ran away. Pearl said, peace. Now Clam's slowly going to bother her. But yeah, it's mostly that. And also who I feel like, you know, strategically thinking, who can I leave later to steal? Who can I leave for, who do I need to pick immediately because they won't come back to me? Stuff like that. I need to figure out. Request permanently add a comfy chair to the background for the cats. The problem is, because I know y'all want to see these cats. The problem is I can't put a chair here. It's too much traffic here. I need the mobility. So the problem is if I got a chair, it would be like in that corner, which then would be off camera. But yeah, that was fun to watch. Hey, listen, the cats be hanging out. I feel like we can remove Clam and Pearl for 5 minutes now, but I won't do that to y'all. All right, 2 more questions in the form. One is, can you explain the lesson 2 thing? Where did that come from? Of course, there is a lesson 2 command in case you need that. But also the long and short of it is, I couldn't have emotes when I initially started streaming because I was not affiliated, and I couldn't be affiliated because I couldn't work yet in the States. And then the lovely Mandy one night in a Discord server while watching movies may have done a little cheeky typo. And I don't remember why we started harping on her for the typo, but I'm so happy we did, because then the less than 2 kind of became a very, very convenient emote for us to use. Because I couldn't have emotes, but then there's a less than sign and a 2 on your keyboard, so you can kind of put that in there, spam those in there instead of having an emote. And then when I got affiliated and I hit partner, it was easy to make that our first emote. And then 2 rhymes with crew, so the less than 2 crew just rolled off the tongue. And I needed the name for my lovely community, and it really is like the symbol for what my community is, which is a very supporting, loving, caring community. They don't judge. They will roast you when you need to be roasted, but always classily, not like mean, if that makes sense. So yeah, there you go. That's your TLDR, but maybe maybe L more than, yeah. Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you for the reminder, because I've forgotten again, which is funny because you know what? I'll tell you why it's funny after. Just replying to somebody who sent the same. I appreciate your vibes and streams. We need more kitty pics in the Discord. I'm not talking about Pearl and Clam. What? What? Do you mean just other cats? Because they said, I'm not talking about Pearl and Clam, just kidding, of course. And I'm like, but what do you mean by that, though? What do you mean by that? All right. Do the hexagon lights change color? Yes. I've just never changed the color. So let me put Kermit here, grab my phone, and show you some of the options. Well, there's a lot of options. We're not going to do a full like color wheel switch up. But what we will do is Pearl is back in the building. What we will do is go ahead and switch up the colors for like a cheeky second or two. Why do I say kitty pics to feet pics? I don't know. That wouldn't have been the body part I'm thinking of. Pearl, for the love of God, do not. Pearl. No, you can't go there. I'm sorry. She's about to headbutt the fucking closet again. Yeah, that's something we need to fix immediately if these lovely babies want to join me in here. Because I'm telling you that will crack. That will be a problem. Clan would like Kermit? I mean, we'll see. We shall see. Okay, so I've got it on this one. So I could change it to, let's change it to like this one, for example. So this one is like the regular. And then we've got like this one, but I think there's too bright. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's on like sound. That's on me speaking. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like that's too distracting for me. And also I'm not loud enough for it to hear. So if I was yelling, yeah, see, it's a little more, yeah, that's too much. That's for the people that are prone to light changes like that. I would not want that there. This one's called Hot Sauce, but oh, this is also voice activated. Yeah, I don't like when it's voice activated. Jungle. This one could fly. Yeah, this one kind of like comes in and out. The colors switch up a little bit. If I turn the brightness down, you'll be able to see it better, I think. How about brightness all the way down to 0? Nope, that just turns it off. Okay, good to know. All right. I want to go back to my my regular one now. There we go. Okay, the mic is probably on your phone. Oh shit, is that the case? Okay, let's try it real quick. I'll try one more time, okay? So which one was the one? It was this one. Okay, now it won't let me swap. Hey, what's going on? No, it's not that's not the mic, chat. That's not the mic. It's this. Yeah, okay. Okay, sorry for yelling. Let's go. Okay, all right, now we're good. All right. There we go. We myth busted that, and we're getting more questions in the forum. So y'all coming in with the late questions here. What do you think will be each drafter's top 50 of the season 50 draft? Like, who would Rob want to pick first? Interesting. I feel like, and this could be a misread, I can't tell. First of all, there's a couple of things that we need to talk about at that draft, which I will be at. Number one is, I think the way we need to set it is, because I'm picking the order for 50, right? The winner of 40, the 49, I think has to be done by wheel spin, because there's no new winner. And then unless like I go again, which I don't want to do that. I feel like that would be unfair. 49 should be a wheel spin to determine the draft order for 49. Then we do 49. The winner of 49 should set the draft order for 51. The winner of 50 doesn't get to set a draft order. They just get to win 50. That's how I think it should go. But we can see what they want to do. You know what I mean? So we'll see. But as far as who people want, I think it depends on their motivations. There's going to be people that are going to be very much rooting for their favorites. Are they just going to pick their favorites because they want to have their favorites? Or are they going to go for gold and they don't think their favorites are going to be there? No, Rob's in the draft. I already talked to him. He's in the draft. He's locked in. We're doing a 24-person draft with 7 of us. So each of us get 3. The audience gets the last 3 that go undrafted. I think that's what we're going to end up settling on. Rob did bring up the idea of like maybe how like 3 people get more picks, but I just don't think that's an advantage. That is not an advantage. Actually, that is an advantage, which is why I don't want it to be like the last pick gets an extra one. I feel like that's no. Because as long as you avoid the grenade, now you have more odds to win, which I don't think should be the move. Get Mike or Steven as the 8th person, and then everyone gets 3 or someone else. The thing is, because after that, we're going back, like we're going to go back down to 18 again, probably, right? So it's like, it would feel like, I'm thinking if I'm in the person's shoes, right? I come in for a one-off, but then I kind of feel like I'm not part of it anymore. So will Rob pick Mike White first? I don't know about all that. But I don't know. I feel like the audience does love when they get a 3. So I think that's probably what's going to happen. The audience do love a good pickings, you know? I mean, coming from, you know, the Big Brother draft, I know that y'all would love a pick. Is Kermit going to start stream going to be a mainstay? Absolutely not. Because I have to sit on the floor and then I got to do the voice, which is harder when I'm on the floor than when I'm sitting up here. And I'm not a ventriloquist. I can't do it while it's like on my lap, because then you'll just see me talking. And then audience gets to choose draft order they won for 51. I like that asterisk, Sam. If audience wins 50, they pick the draft order for 51. Otherwise, no, Sam, because 40, the winner of season 49 has to pick the order for 51. That's it. That has to happen. Who do we think the audience is going to get? Don't know. Because if you're avoiding grenades, you got to pick some of these people that I think a lot of people are going to not want anyway. Like, I don't think, for example, a very vocal example, I do not think Jonathan's winning this season. I also do not think Jonathan is our first boot. I don't think he's the grenade. So the odds of someone picking him later is high, because you're just trying to avoid grenades at that point. Unless you think there's a winner candidate sitting there that you would want. So I don't know. I'm very curious, because after 48 now, I'm like, I don't know. Some of these drafters and I don't see eye to eye, which is kind of cool. That duck is sus. That duck is been sus. Yes. Today's my dog's birthday and he got a small chuck roast. Yes, he's spoiled. Happy 8th birthday, Star-Lord, aka Pup. Hey, happy birthday, Star-Lord, Jesse. When will you and Liana finish that game that you guys played? Bree, we're going to play it, Bree. Good. We're going to play it. I think it's actually on the Promise Month list. So that's the good news. Can you hang Kermit from the ceiling in the back over your left shoulder? See, I don't want to do that because it's going to get very crowded. The only thing I currently have planned is my Twitch sign being here. That's the only thing I currently have scheduled to go up on that wall. Otherwise, I like leaving it a little more empty. Because then it'll just get very loud, very busy. Even the duck, it's fine here for now, but I kind of want to move the duck maybe there into one of those shelvings later on and kind of keep that empty back over there. Because I feel like what went wrong with my last spot is that I initially had not a lot of stuff and I was like, I need more stuff. And then I had too many things and I was overwhelmed and I didn't like the look of it, but I kind of had no other choice but to keep it, you know? So now I'm like, I'm not going to make that same mistake, not going to make it overcrowded. Even the Dubai thing right now is there. I don't know. I don't think that's the permanent spot. I don't know where to put it yet. So we'll see. Fresh shot. Oh, thank you, Brie. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes. The 2 winners probably get drafted late too. I mean, some people might think of it as like they can see them being a 2-time, but some people might not. That's true. Yeah, but I'm not going to tell you who I'm looking at picking, chat, because again, not that I'm not worried in the least bit about y'all leaking, but these drafters, they smart. They check the footage. They check the footage. Where's Donkey? Still in my stuff. Still not on my desk, Kansas, but thank you for asking. All right, one last question that's from the forum right now is, I'm rooting for Pearl to get in that closet. Why would you wish that for me? If that happens, I don't know how to put that door back up. Jenna Lewis is going to take the winners out early. I mean, Jenna Lewis could also just go out early. So who knows? But I could see that narrative running for sure. Like I more often than not will not think a winner's going to go back to back on them, right? Like I feel like the odds of you pulling a back-to-back being like 2 wins without it being a winners at war is very tiny. Like, think of the fact that Heroes vs. Villains, we got a final 3 where 2 of them were. Like, that is like a very unique circumstance. So yeah. Yes. All right, we're caught up with the form chat. Fun fact. Okay. And as I said, fun fact. We hit 4,000 questions in the form. I've deleted 2,000 questions before after we reached it, meaning I'm about to answer question number 6,000. 6,000 questions have been reached on the pad. And that's just the questions in the form anonymously. We're not even talking the questions that are in the chat always. Or not always, but publicly. And question 4,000 is... Okay. Is Pearl trying to go into the closet so she can finally come out of it? That's what we're putting 6,000 on. That's what 6,000 is, chat. Lovely. 6,001, what's your favorite dessert? Cheesecake. A plain cheesecake. No extra stuffs. A plain cheesecake is what I want always, or a really good hot brownie. A really good brownie goes a long way for me. I do have to trim this beard though, chat. I know I just talked about a fresh cut. I do need to trim the beard. I was told by Liana it's a little too big right now, so I need to fix that. Favorite all-time wrestler? Yo, that's hard. Holy crap. I feel like it's changed. And like it's changed because I feel like wrestlers don't like it's not like a lot of the wrestlers I've watched during my lifetime are fully retired and done. A lot of them come back, right? So like The Rock has left and come back, and The Rock was like number 1, but I don't think he's number 1 anymore. I think CM Punk was number 1 for a while. I don't know if he's number 1 anymore. I don't know. I don't have a good answer for you. But it's probably one of them too, which I know is kind of like generic answer, but you know, like New York cheesecake or Japanese cheesecake. New York. I don't think I've had a Japanese cheesecake. So for me, I would say New York cheesecake. But Sting, I never watched Sting, like unless we're counting his stint in the WWE, which was not a good stint. Not like anything on him, but you know. All right. Hot brownie with or without ice cream? I'll take the ice cream, but if it's hot, I don't need it. You know what I mean? Like it's like a bonus, but I don't need it. Was the Pearl joke bad? Absolutely not. Question asker. Absolutely not. It was just like not what I expect. It was a joke. You know what I mean? Which is very pad coded, which I'm not mad about, to be very clear. Like what's quick? Because you know it could have easily been like an inappropriate question. So it's good. You're good. If Angelina is the first boot, I will boycott RHAP. Well, again, yes, RHAP did it. What are we doing here, chat? Dark milk or white chocolate? Milk number 1, white chocolate number 2, dark chocolate last. I like a sweet chocolate. That's my fucking problem. Mine is the Miz. He's awesome. That's a good pick. Dark chocolate isn't real chocolate. I feel like some people would say white chocolate isn't real chocolate, to be fair. Sunday I'm trying a cookie recipe that popped into my head. Double chocolate cookie with Oreo pieces and a white chocolate drizzle on top. Damn, that sounds good, McKenna. Also, chat, let me say it here. Goose Goose not happening Sunday, but stream will be happening Sunday. 2 things. 1, a lot of people unavailable on Sunday. 2, it would have had to be a short Goose Goose stream because we have the draft at 7 p.m. Eastern. So 6 o'clock, but 7 p.m. Eastern. So I'm planning on spinning the wheel tomorrow, and we'll do one of the ideas off of the wheel for Promise Month on Sunday instead. And I will upload a brand new VOD for y'all on YouTube as the compromise. Dark chocolate is the only valid answer. See, I don't like it. Do you see that Rob Shady updates claim to be you? I did see that. I got added by the Rob Shady updates, and I was like, I am not this good at Photoshop, fam. I am not this good at doing this editing stuff you do. I appreciate it, though. Like, you're killing it. So to take some of that claim would be nice, but I would never do that to you. You're doing your own business. Milk chocolate is the only real chocolate. That's right. Listen. Convenient that no Goose Goose on the day of a live stream. A live stream? Oh, you mean the when you said live stream, do you mean the podcast? The driving podcast come out? No. Not yet. Not getting a chance to see the draft till next year is tragic. That's true. I wish it was on live, just like clean live, because I think part of me feels like I'm gonna talk a lot about, like, I'm coming in as the fucking champion. I'm picking the draft order. It kind of makes the people that watch it are going to be like, whoa, but you didn't win 49. So I think a little bit in the beginning of explaining when it's recorded, but I think also people will know because like the 50 draft, it'll have it in the title. It'll say recorded blah, blah, blah. So they'll know. Why is Pooya referring to himself in third person? I'm not. What am I, AJ Berman? Hot take, I think Quintavious is going to be an early boot. I wouldn't be surprised. Not a question, but I thought I heard you talking about the Wuzu fan from Costco. It is everything. Yes. Also, I know someone earlier asked if I was going to get a window AC. I think Madeline, was it you? I'm not, because we already have like central air, and I don't want to get another AC here because I like the idea of like looking out my window when I want to. And the old place, I had an AC unit there, and I just could never open it. So no, most likely not. But I've been told to get a Wuzu, which this person's talking about. Also from Costco, their pre-made street taco kits. So good. Add black beans. That's all. Thanks for everything you do. I've been following you and Liana since you think you're doing a podcast and love the progress you've made independently and as a couple. I work in TV productions. I don't comment much, but I appreciate both of you tremendously. But you need a Wuzu fan. Question asker, thank you so much for sharing so much. I do appreciate it. And the pro tip on the pre-made street taco kits, I might have to cop. But yes, I don't know which one of you mentioned it outside of you, question asker. Someone mentioned on the first stream I did here that I need a Wuzu fan. And I would like to invest in that. I went to Costco the day after y'all recommended it, and it was just not available. They were out of stock. So what I'm going to do right now actually is on the sneak here, quickly open my, I'm going to open my Costco website and I'm going to look it up and see if I can actually find. Wait, what? Is Costco closed until Monday? Why is Costco closed till Monday? Did anyone know this? Is something happening this week? I thought they were closed for, oh, it says close open 9:30 Saturday. Yeah, okay, never mind. It said Monday for some reason on the little thing, but when I clicked on it, it gave it to me. Wuzu. It is, okay, it is delivery available, but it is not available at the store. Oh, the tabletop one is. So the little circle one is, but the long one isn't. Am I supposed to get the circle one or the long one? The 360 or the globe fan? Chat. Amazon has them too? Good to know. What the fuck is a Wuzu? It's a fan. It's a fan that people live by. Okay, I feel like the table one is maybe too small, or where would that go? I guess it could go on the shelf there. Globe is good for a smaller room. Okay. And this room is relatively small. I would like for it to not have a big ass stand and like be in the way. Globe one? Okay. All right. Table one's in my bedroom? Okay. All right. We have a consensus, chat. We have a consensus. Okay. Thank you, chat. Appreciate it. All right. Next question in the form. How hard was it to make the hype track? Okay. So here's the reality of the situation. Y'all have heard me do musical. I don't want to call it music, first of all. It's an insult to like actual artists out there. What I do can be fun. So please just can't read. Don't be mean, Tomster. We're going to have a $150 Costco stream on the wheel. Let's settle down a little bit with with the money spending. I just had to, I was told I have to sign a contract if I win Survivor tonight. So maybe let's not. But what I will say is I'm not an artist, but when I do the music stuff, you really need to be on it mentally. This is the first time where I've had to do it because it's on the list, right? Because it showed up on the wheel, I had to deliver a hype track. So the motivation of doing it is tough when you're creatively not there. Like you can maybe you find the right beat, but then you have to feel get the lyrics going. You have to figure out where the lyrics go. You have to, what am I doing here? Am I doing a rhyme back to back, or am I doing a 4-piece where it's like 1 2 1 2? Stuff like that. It can be a little bit of a toughie. But when the motivation hits, it can go like that. So for example, that night after stream, I tried looking at stuff and like listening to stuff. I just wasn't feeling the vibe at all. I woke up, tried to look at stuff, tried to find a beat, wasn't feeling it at all. And then I went for a walk to get a coffee, And on my walk, I was going through YouTube and finding beats and listening to them. And then one beat stuck out, and I immediately had an idea of how I wanted to set that up. I was like, oh, this goes here, this goes here. And I'm not writing anything down. It's just in my head right now. So I go get my coffee. On the way back, I'm listening. I'm like rewinding back to the first 10 seconds. I'm thinking, I'm like, ooh. And I'm kind of like doing, like I'm kind of trying to think of the tempo. And then I'll think of, I'd think of a word that I really want to use. And I'm like, ooh, that's a great word. Let me just write that down on my keep note. That way, in the event that I'm looking for that word later, I can find it, I can put it in the right spot. So stuff like that. But then that doesn't mean that now you're permanently turned on and you're going to get all of it done, because that motivation can immediately shut down. You can get home and you're back on your writer's block, or you lose the motivation. So the energy has to be there for me to produce. So for example, when I did the draft, diss track, for the last one, for the season 45 one, I was the winner. I was excited, but I also wanted to be really good. So I put way too much work in it than I probably needed to. So I did a lot more with that one versus the 44 one I did in like one day. So it depends. All right. Okay, I'm afraid I don't know the model or type of my AC model, but in the last year or two, had some AC issues, and my apartment gave me a portable AC. It sends air like a window unit. Yes, I've had a portable AC. And there's a little vent thing that goes out the window. I have seen that. I owned one of those in Ottawa that I ended up selling to my roommate on the way out. I was like, you want this, right? He's like, yeah. I was like, take it. So portable AC would go hard, but the problem is the same, where it would still have to be like it would still need to be connected to the window, and I don't want to lose the window privileges, which I understand with the portable AC. I can just like grab the stuff and put it in the corner and then like, but I think I'm just going to try the fan out and see, because then if the fan doesn't work, there's other rooms that we can put that fan in, Yeah, the portable AC we had was also huge. Like the fact that my window's here, I would have to probably pan my camera this way more so you don't see this, because I don't want this big ass chunk of AC here. So, all right. My favorite recent Costco, I stubbed my toe. My recent favorite Costco score was Korean Gopjang Premium Rock Seaweed. It was flames. Now they're out. If you guys see it, buy it. Will do. Do fuck with some seaweed. All right. If you make any form of art, you are an artist. You don't have to be professional to make art. That's true. Well, I guess what I'm trying to say is I don't do it professionally, but I do it, all right. Next question is, if you go into an ice cream shop, what kind of situation are you getting? Cone, shake, cup, etc. Okay. If I'm going to a Dairy Queen, I'm getting a fucking, what was it called? What is the main thing called? Is it a freezer? No. What the fuck is it called at Dairy Queen? Blizzard. Thank you. Blizzard. If I'm going to an ice cream shop, regular styles, it depends on the time of the year and the season. Why, you may ask? Because if I've learned the hard way, I'm a waffle boy, a cone boy. I want the cone. I want the, and plus it's like extra food, But there is nothing worse than a really hot, melty day, and you got this ice cream, and if you don't eat it in the next 5 minutes, you're licking your hands like you're an alley cat. You're like, I don't want none of that shit. And I have a beard, so it's gonna stick on my face. I don't want any of that. That's disgusting. So I have to just take the L, get the cup. But if for some reason it's like the winter or it's a cool time, and I'm like fucking with an ice cream, give me the cone. Let me wave out. But in the summer, no. Summer, shake, cup only. That's it. You want to know what I get for a Blizzard? Let me tell you. DQ menu. I've not had a Blizzard in over a year now, though. Actually, is that true? I don't know. But it's been like over 6 months, if not more. All right. Let's see. Let's pretend we are ordering now. I don't want the app, though. I don't want the chicken deal. What the fuck? Where's... No! Start order. Okay, now we're going to go. Treats. Thank you. Blizzard. I would get a Blizzard. It would be a... Did they remove the one I used to get? Oh, no. It's in the signature creations. I would get the Choco Brownie Extreme Blizzard Treat. Okay? Which is a banger. And then I would add, if I remember correctly, what I add, let me see, what comes in this one? Brownie pieces, choco chunks. Yes, I would get this, and I would add Reese's Pieces, Reese's Buttercup, peanut butter cup. That's what I would get. That's the move. Although it's a lot, But when you want it, you just know you want it. You need it, you know? All right. Reese's Blizzards girly. There we go. I'd prefer a Rita's custard. I've never had custard. What food do you get from DQ as well? I've never had food at DQ. I've had a hot dog from there before, but never food. The one we had by our place in New Haven did not have food. Also, yes, upside down cone in the cup is the move. I've never thought of that. Even put a spoon on the ice cream so the ice cream doesn't stick to the cup. What the fuck is that? I've never heard of this sorcery. Get it in the cup upside down with a cone on top. That is sorcery, chat. You may have broken the mold here. All right, I've changed my answer. That's my answer now. I'm just trying to find Ted Drew's frozen custard at a grocery. It's a famous St. Louis thing, and it's amazing. Some stores outside of here sell it. Okay. How much? Can I get like an individual piece? Because maybe I don't like it. What if I don't like frozen custard? Then we have a problem. Culver's does have custard. That's true. Oh, God. Did I just hiccup? Yikes. All right. As a Southern ice cream shop sell cones in the summer, which makes sense because it would melt and it'd be everywhere, chat. It would be brutal. All right. Next question. Do you watch Drag Race? I used to. I've not watched in, if I'm being honest, 5 years plus. Last I watched was 2019. So since the pandemic, I've not watched, which you'd think wouldn't be the case because I live with Liana and Liana covers Drag Race now. So you'd think that would be the case. But Drag Race is on Fridays and I stream on Friday nights. And then after that, with all the stuff that goes on the weekend, by the time I remember to watch it, it's like gone. And also I've not been keeping up. So now I feel like I'm overwhelmed to like catch up. But I've watched like the first 11 seasons and all the All-Stars leading up to 11 seasons that I've done. That's how Southern Ice Cream Shop. I just read that, so that's my bad. All right. We're catching up, chat. We're catching up. And by catching up, I mean we're getting this list. Do Castaways' political views affect your level of support for them? So y'all know me. I don't like to talk politics on stream. I just do not. Because I do think that people will use streams and content like mine to escape from the realities of their surroundings, whether it be politics or anything. So I'm going to proceed to do that, but I have a feeling y'all can answer that question in your minds on my feelings, if that makes sense. If that's cool with y'all. I hope that's cool with y'all. Are we playing MARPs tonight? I don't know. I'm going to lean no, but never say never. Does anyone have tips on how to deal with emotional dysregulation? I am prone to overreacting even when I am aware of how minor a problem is. It is quite exhausting because I need time to recover emotionally over small things. I have been tested and I'm neurotypical, but I still have this issue. I have not been diagnosed with anything, but as far as overreacting to smaller things and recognizing it, I've done that. I do that. I don't notice it in the beginning and like in the moment sometimes, and I will notice it after. And then I might feel a little foolish for overreacting and what I deem to be overreacting at that point. But I don't know. I don't have an answer for you, unfortunately. But therapy goes a long way. That is what I've been doing. I had my therapy appointment on Thursday, which was yesterday, actually. Supposed to be Tuesday, but I had to get moved, so Thursday it was. But yeah, definitely recommend. I've made the executive decision. All right, responding. Now that you've said that, you know that makes me want to say we're not doing it no matter what, right? Right. Okay. And next question. Would you ever get a specialty flavor like whiskey, hazelnut, lavender, tiramisu, or London fog from an ice cream store, or do you stick to the classics? I'm very risk averse when it comes to ice cream or desserts because there's a lot of things I don't like. There's a lot of I don't like fruit flavor stuff in ice cream or desserts for the most part, unless it's well, Skittles aren't really fruit, but you know what I mean. Like candy's different to me than like desserts. So I don't really like fruit stuff. So for me, I don't risk it. I know what I like, and that's like some like combination of a vanilla or chocolate or like a cookie dough or like a Rocky Road, stuff like that, Moose Tracks, like stuff like that I know I fuck with. I'll go for, you know? But flavors like that, I just don't like. So it's tough. All right, chat. You know what's funny? The entire point of this stream, well, not the entire, but this is the fucking pad, but we've nearly gone 2 hours and you have not heard the hype track. So would you like to hear the hype track? Would you like to hear the hype track? All right, let me just quickly message Dwight. Can't do By the way, chat, make sure you go and watch Dwight with the Blood on the Clock start tomorrow at 2 p.m. All right. But I will not be playing BOTC tomorrow. As y'all know, Liana and I are doing the Liana Decides What We Do day, and Liana has made plans, so we have to go. But I just quickly texted Dwight to see if he's around. I'll give him like 2 minutes. If he's not, then we will proceed without him. And then if he shows up, I will rewind. Sunshine, thank you for the prompt. Oh, that's from earlier, but I don't know if I thanked you, Sunshine, but I do thank you now. Thank you for the 7 months. Appreciate it. Can't wait to hear about roller skating. So I did give Liana the heads up because, as y'all know, a couple of weeks ago, my foot was hurting pretty bad. And then this week I cut, I don't know how, so don't ask. I cut the bottom of my baby toe, like the small toe, on the right foot. So I've been avoiding wearing shoes or socks because I don't want it to, I need it to breathe, to heal, right? So I gave Leon a heads up. Okay, let me just give you the heads up, babe. If we do an activity like that, it'll be tough because I'm not in my shoes. So it'd have to be like a specific shoe that they're giving. And if they don't have my size, that might be a problem. Or my feet are wide naturally. If I don't have that, it's be a problem. I was like, just a heads up about that. Anything else, let's run with it. It's fine. So I just have to, I gave her that. I was like, I even told her, I was like, if you still want to go like some like rollerblading, I'm cool with it because I think I can handle it, but I was being precautious. So I figured I'd let you know. Okay. Big news, chat. Dwight just messaged me and said I quite literally walked into my apartment. Now I think we need to see his reaction, right? I feel like that makes the most sense if we get to see Dwight's reaction to this. So I think I'm going to go ahead and, I'm going to go ahead and send him a link to a StreamYard. Now, I don't think my camera is going to be impacted here with this StreamYard. Allow this time. Yeah, it won't let me open a camera. That's fine. We don't care. I'll enter without mic and cam. PC's on and everything, says Dwight. Perfect. Okay, so if device is not connected, you'll need to, okay, you should let me do both. I don't understand. I don't understand why you're not letting me do that. Wait, okay, hold on. So for some reason, StreamYard is not letting me be on both things at the same time, which feels mean. I'm not going to lie. Feels kind of mean. Yeah, you're not letting me do that at all, eh? Why? I understand the camera. If you're like, oh, it's being taken by something else, but why can't I be on both? Why not? Oh my God, what the fuck happened to my camera? What the fuck happened to my camera? What is this? Why is there like 4 of me? What? It was not purposeful. What the fuck is this? Okay, all right. You know what? Let me close this. Let me go here and let me shut this. And is it fixed? It is not fucking fixed. What the fuck? All right, but y'all hear me fine, right? You're hearing me fine. So let's do that. Okay, and then go back here. Okay, so you're working now for whatever reason. I don't know what the fuck was going on earlier. All right. Okay, all right. So I'm back, which is great. But what's not great is I, for some reason, cannot do StreamYard and stream at the same time, which I don't understand. So what if I do this? All right, I'm going to try it again, chat, one more time, see what I can do with it. I feel like I've been in both before. You know a solution? Quinn does it. Please enlighten me, Tomster. If you have it, if you have the solution, you help me now, please. Which I don't need my camera on in StreamYard anyway. I don't want my camera on. I just need my mic on so Dwight can hear me and y'all can see Dwight. All right, let me just let him know. Perfect. Setting up, sending link in a second. Okay. All right. All right, I'm going to go ahead and try it again and see what happens. Okay. You can literally just have it on in StreamYard and get rid of your cam here. See if it works there. Okay, let's try that. See if I do that. Okay, so the camera's on now here. And the mic is on now. But do y'all hear me here on mic? You do. Okay. All right, fuck it. Let's see. Okay, now that I have to do that, now that I have to do all that, let me just quickly set this up and open this for y'all. All right, we got to do this. Okay, well, the good news is you can hear me, but you can't see me, but that's no worries because we're going to be set up in just a second, chat. Un second. I'm going to do this. Nope, that's not the one. This is the one. Do this and then just reset that. All right, there we go. And then if I do that and go here, hello, it's me. It's PZV. Okay. And then I just have to go ahead and, oh, you know what I have to do? I have to do, let me do this. Let me do this. And then let me do this. And then let me fit this to screen. Nope, stretch it to screen. Where's that? Boom. There we go. That doesn't matter. I'm going to go ahead and send the link to Dwight. He's going to join us here. And then y'all can hear the Dwight. And then I will share the song. And let me just make sure I've got the correct audio playing. So I'm going to have him play out through system so that when I play the music, it doesn't have issues. All right. And then while I'm doing that, I got to go to my settings and turn the music thing back on, but then turn it off. Sorry, chat. There's a couple steps here of a very complicated setup. What's going on? What's going on is we're about to debut the hype track, and Dwight is going to join us and hear it as well for the first time. So yeah. And y'all are going to hear it for the first time. Everyone's hearing it together, which I'm very hyped about. I'm happy it worked out the way it did. So yeah, welcome in. Oh, and I need my headphones probably to hear everything. All right, he got the link. I don't know where he is now. Now he's not available suddenly. Make sure you can hear the music too. I will be trying it out with him before anything happens. Because if he doesn't hear it, we're cooked. There he is. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I've been summoned. Doing great. Just got back. Like, perfect timing on texting me.
Yeah, you had fun?
Yeah. Oh, God.
No, we'll do this one. We're fine. We'll do this one.
Okay. I think I need to
It's
get in
fine.
frame.
The thing is, it's like, this ain't affiliated by RHAP, so I feel like that shouldn't be on there. So let me it's like, this ain't sanctioned. This ain't sanctioned. What is the theme? No theme. No, is it media assets? Media assets. Yeah, let's hit you with this one, a classic.
Ah, there we go.
There we go. Perfect. Good enough. Are you using your correct mic? Not that it matters, but.
Oh, God. Maybe not. Oh, Jesus. I haven't used Streamer since I got a new mic. It's, oh God. Fine. It's fine. We're good, I guess.
Okay, good. I'm glad. Okay, you have a fun night?
Yeah, it was fun.
Okay, good. Now, real quick, what I need to do is I just need to go ahead and make sure you hear what I'm gonna play, because if you don't hear, then it's kind of pointless, right? So give me 2 seconds here. All right.
Okay.
Okay. And okay, let me know if you hear this.
Yes, I do.
Do you hear it clearly enough?
Yes.
Okay, lovely. Okay, so I think we're ready. Chat, did you hear it? Were you able to hear it? Because if you were, then we're ready to go. You're scared? There's nothing to be scared about. It's literally the hype track. Yes, we did. Perfect. I'm going to make it max volume on this. All right, so we're ready to go. Dwight, you ready?
As ready as one can be.
All right, let's do it. All right, I'm going to mute you and mute me here. And then, well, I can't mute me, but I won't talk. And then we can talk after. All right, here we go, chat. The premiere.
My name is Dwight. Huh? My name is Dwight. Huh? My name is Dwight. I've always acted more mature than my age. What the hell is this?
Oh, hey, Dwight. This is a hype track dedicated to you.
Absolutely not.
Oh, would you like it to be a diss track instead?
Yes.
Hey, and would you like to hit your own ad-libs too?
Yes.
Hit him with the laugh. Hit him with the laugh. His name stands for Don't Worry, I'm grotesque, hateful, and tacky. Hit him with the laugh. Hit him with the laugh. Last name Amore, but Survivor said, nah, we're good, we're happy. We're happy to be here today. Hype levels growing all time. Hey, Dwight.
I forgot to take my pants off.
What? Never mind.
I'm a dumb bitch. I'm a dumb bitch. I'm a dumb bitch.
Okay, look, just answer a couple of questions of mine. Number 1 in GGG.
You.
Best streamer that you know.
You.
Fill in the blank. When I grow up, I would like to be.
You.
No redeeming qualities.
Me.
Didn't make the jury.
Me.
When I think of BOTC, the survivor I think of is
Steven.
All right, that's enough. That's it.
Those disrespectful things at the end. What the hell was that?
Yeah. I was like, you're gonna expect a third me, and you know what? It ain't gonna be me.
How dare you?
Oof. All right.
Oh, Lord.
Dwight had no idea this is happening. He knew it was a hype track. He didn't realize I was gonna switch it up on him. I don't think any of
How
you did.
dare you? False advertisement.
I know. I know. So I'll tell you what my initial vision was, Dwight. My initial vision was it was going to be a hype track. And I was going to talk about how you make paper, you stack paper, how you're like a superhero with a cape. And then the punchline would be, this is uncouth and awkward. I'm talking about Dwight Schrute and Dwight Howard. That was what was going to be the punchline. But I couldn't get any more lyrics. It was so annoying. So I had to just dump that and figure out a new thing instead.
That was good.
I switched up. Yeah. Yeah. Also, I had a initial photo that I did not end up using for my, because did you see my stream picture today?
Oh God, no, I did not. Oh, is this? Let me see. How do I see this?
Yeah. So I had a photo up for stream today.
I see. Yes.
Yeah. So that wasn't the initial draft, but the problem was I couldn't put the actual one because if I did, it would give away that it's a diss track. So I'm going to post that on socials now for you to see and for everyone to see in case they're curious as to what the photo is. Dude, I was like, when you were like, you're not around, I was like, shit. The whole point of this is like, you need to be here because if you're not, but I'm happy it worked out.
No, it worked out.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Got you. Gotta get you back for this.
Listen, I completely understand. You did enough. You know what did this? Mario Kart did this. I was like, you know what? No. No, and you were like, you wanted the hype track? I was like, fuck that noise. I'm not praising this motherfucker. That's not happening. There's no shot. Okay, but then listen, you consented. You said no. You said you're good. I said, okay, I'll diss you instead.
I don't think I'll hold up in court, but sure, that's fine.
Sir, why did you say, okay, I need the context for this line. Where is it? Answer a couple of questions of mine. Nope, that's not where it was.
Why did I say what? I think I know what's about.
Hey, Dwight.
I forgot to take my pants off.
What?
Okay, so I was coming back. So for stream, I went to the gym. Sorry, Goose. I went to the gym, came back. It was like winter and cold outside. So like, obviously, I'm wearing shorts when I work out. But I put on jogging pants over
thermal
it.
pants
and
or whatever.
I was talking to myself, like, oh, I need to take these. I was sweating, and I was like, wait, horrible to put that sentence on stream, but it had a reason.
Yeah.
And yeah, like it made sense when I said it out loud. I was talking to myself, forgetting I had people watching and that it was live.
Dude,
which
you have a lot of fun clips. Like I watched a lot of clips preparing these sound bites. So first of all, I already let people know though, tomorrow 2 p.m. we got Blood on the Clock Tower. So check that out. But it was fun. It was fun going through the clips and seeing and hearing more. There was a bunch of ones I didn't end up using. But I think it worked out. I think it worked out here.
No, that worked out good.
Yeah.
And yes, for Clock Tower tomorrow, I have a couple new people joining in. So
ooh, there we go. Can you give us a teaser?
I'm not sure how many.
Chat.
I think it's only
NDA. Chat NDA. You don't disclose. This is between us. You're getting a bonus.
Survivor 47 has 2 or 3 people joining in.
Oh man, damn it. Okay, cool.
Don't worry. I think I think I'm gonna have them joining in for the next couple of weeks. Ideally.
Okay.
Obviously, a couple people that are usually on the Saturday stream are missing. So
yeah.
we've expanded.
No. Dwight, no Goose on Sunday because a lot of people were not around this weekend for a reason. So it's fine.
Got it.
It's fine. Yo, yeah. So what do you think Seuss May is gonna be the imp?
Okay, hate to break it to you, chat. Sue is not one of the people joining in tomorrow.
What?
That
Wow.
is a shame. We can work on that in the future. Don't worry. But as I did not think that Sue would be the person to jump on the Blumber Tower train. Maybe I'm wrong. Silly me.
Maybe this is an ask we extend to the 47ers that will be joining. To be like,
right. And also, I'm a bit like, they took the 2 people from 48. I was going to ask immediately, like Kyle and Camilla. I'm like,
they would have They would have played like this weekend. Like they would have been down if they were not on Survivor.
Kyle, before 48 even started airing, Kyle had asked me about like playing. I was like, okay, great. But like, I was like, obviously I can't do that until your season has aired. But he when I met him before the season aired, he asked me about like, it was at the RTP event where I was running it for the patrons live. He's like, what is this? And he was just like, oh, I'm so down. I want to learn how to play this. I want to do it. I'm like, okay, great. And now they stole him for what? Season 50? Is that like more important than my stream? How dare he? But it's fine.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. $1 million, $2 million playing with Dwight as the storyteller. Like
equal.
Very equal, very balanced.
Like I said, now I'm afraid 50 is gonna, make it where I can't have them on for the next year, which is annoying. I'm not sure if the NBA is gonna prevent them from joining. Like, I don't know. I got to figure that out now for Saturday reasons.
I think it's gonna end up being up to them because they're not the ones streaming; they're just playing. And given that the players who were joining know better than to say anything, like no one brought up 50 from where I was standing this weekend. Like, you know what I mean?
No one brought it up. So it's like,
if they're allowed to and they would like to, I think it's possible, but I think it ends up being dependent on them. If they're like, I just don't want to be in like trouble.
Yeah. Like I'm going to reach out to them. And if they want to join, cool. If it's a thing where like only one of them from 50 can be on at a time, I'm fine to facilitate that.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, so that's something I've been considering for the past week or so, or even longer than that. Because you read rumors online, you figure like, oh, well, I'm gonna have to deal with this down the road. So we'll see.
Listen, there's been harder obstacles to overcome planning these lobbies. Yeah. So
I just gotta hope that everyone, isn't at each other's necks when they come back. That's gonna be more awkward. So that, we'll see.
Oh God, imagine there's too big of beefs, and now they're like, yeah, no, I'm not playing. This fucking person's playing. And you're like,
yeah, I don't need this.
Yeah.
CBS is ruining my whole vibe here. What the fuck,
your
guys?
Bag. They're getting involved with your bag. We need to start getting the Australian Survivor people and stuff now. I need to reach out.
I do. Eileen from
yes, I love her. I've met her.
Yeah. When I met her.
There's a photo with all of us in it. There's a photo with all of us.
The thing is, for Australia Survivor, I need to change the time.
The timing's fucked, dude. Yeah, like to get Shannon or Annabelle to play Goose Goose with us, it's like they have to want to do it because it's like 8 a.m. their time. Like they have to be like, I'm all in. I'm doing it this week.
Yeah,
but
and the thing is, like I said, also like from the UK, I've been in a couple of those traders folks have also expressed interest. So it's like if I keep it at 2 p.m., I can do it with the UK folks and US. If I do for Australia folks, I gotta do it like later in the evening and change up. So we'll see how that works out. But yeah, we're definitely exploring the options post 50 world of we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Do you want to tell me who I should draft on the 50 draft this weekend?
Hell if I know.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
I mean, yes, it's return. I'm trying to figure like people that know each other, but like also like I was just talking about it with Jim. I feel like the people who are there without anybody from their season or unencumbered, they're probably the best off, right?
Yeah. I think that's fair because they can be seen as scoopable by other people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Exactly. Like the factions are going to be fighting each other, I feel like, for the most part, especially early game. Early is going to be like, let's all be real with ourselves. The first couple votes are going to be pre-gaming based. We all know this. Okay, we're adults.
We got to get used to that. Like, if you're not pre-gaming for a returnee season, you're not playing the game like right. The game starts earlier than this. Like, come on, the game started before the island.
The first 4 or 6 boots, they did nothing wrong besides not picking up the phone the first couple of days, or they pissed off someone on day one.
They were not active enough in the group chat. They put the wrong emoji in one time. Like it happens.
Mm-hmm. You sent out one wrong tweet against someone, they harbored that for months.
Yep,
and you're cooked.
Everyone's replying in voice notes. You're replying 8 hours later. Not good. Big mistake.
Exactly. You ruined the blue messages in the group chat. Yeah, you got to go. Like
buy an iPhone for the love of God. Buy an iPhone. If I was in the running, I would buy a fucking iPhone. I'd be like, nah, fuck this. You're not gonna get me off this.
Right, but I mean, I don't know. I'm intrigued by it. I mean, I don't know who I have as a winner pick at all yet. I got to figure that out still.
That's fair. That's fair. It's a hard pick.
It really
Gotta
is.
happen. All right, Dwight. I hope you had a fun night. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. This made my night. I appreciate
I
it.
appreciate that. And like, listen, I only diss track those I care about and actually value. Because like, you know, yeah.
Appreciate
Like,
it.
get the fuck out of my face. I'm just kidding.
No, I refuse. All right. I'll see you, man.
What is it? All right, take care. Good night. Chat. Wow. Shout out Dwight. Can we get another shout out for Dwight in the chat? Always such a good sport. I mean, I've said this. People talk about, oh, you and Dwight, like you feud a lot. Yeah, I only feud with people I actively like feel good about, like I fuck with. Because if I didn't, then I wouldn't. You know, like if I'm not friends with somebody, I can't do what I just did. Because come on, that's fucking mean. So, shout out to Dwight for being a good sport. But we hit him with a switch up chat. We succeeded. All right. What am I going to do? Yeah, I'm going to remove this and I'm going to get back to my regular camera now because we don't need all this, right? We don't need the StreamYard anymore. Perfect. And if I did that correctly, I'll be back in 3, 2, 1. Boom. There we go. All right. Woo! Didn't know you're friends with Daniel Durston? Well, no, that's okay. I guess it's not true. I don't distract everyone I love, but the ones I care about a lot, I can distract safely. Like if I ever distract somebody I personally know that I'm friends with them. I'm not distracting somebody I personally know because I hate them or something. Please distract from Phil. That will never happen. You are never going to get me to play a distract against me on the stream. That will never happen. Dwight was actually my suggestion. I'm so glad I made it on the wheel and you came through so hyped. I'm happy to hear it, even though it was a distract. The hype track station was honestly a troll station, but I'm glad it's happening. Thank you for caring for your lurkers. Of course, lurkers. Of course. Listen, everyone that's in here, whether you're a frequent chatter, whether you are a founder subscriber, whether you are a lurker or a VOD viewer, I value all of you because without y'all, this wouldn't be possible. It really wouldn't be possible. So yeah, that's the truth. That is the truth. I'm sticking with it. But no, seriously, thank you, everybody. I'm happy. I'm so happy I'm fulfilling all these promises that have been like 2 years in the making too. Scally, were you here for the diss track? Did you hear the diss track or no? Would you like to hear it? Would you like a rewind, a remix, a replay, if you will? I missed it. All right. Encore chat. Run it back. Running it back.
My name is Dwight. Huh? My name is Dwight. Huh? My name is Dwight. I've always acted more mature than my age.
What the hell is this?
Oh, hey, Dwight. This is a hype track dedicated to you.
Absolutely not.
Oh, would you like it to be a diss track instead?
Yes.
Hey, and would you like to hit your own ad-libs too?
Yes.
Hit him with the laugh. Hit him with the laugh. His name stands for Don't Worry, I'm grotesque, hateful, and tacky. Hit him with the laugh. Hit him with the laugh. Last name Amore, but Survivor said, nah, we're good, we're happy. We're happy to be here today. Hype levels growing all time. Hey, Dwight.
I forgot to take my pants off.
What? Never mind.
I'm a dumb bitch. I'm a dumb bitch. I'm a dumb bitch.
Okay, look, just answer a couple of questions of mine. Number one in GGG.
You.
Best streamer that you know.
You.
Fill in the blank. When I grow up, I would like to be.
You.
No redeeming qualities.
Me.
Didn't make the jury.
Me.
When I think of BOTC, the survivor I think of is
Steven.
All right, there you go. All right. I had another lyric initially. that was like, it felt meaner. It felt meaner than this. But you know, it's fine. That laugh needs to be part of the hype track too. Well, yeah. Love creativity. Thank you. Want to hear meaner? Drop the remix. Yeah, I don't remember exactly what I said, but it was to do with that, right? It was to do with the fact that, because I was like, it's like, I mean, it's basically a mean line already where I'm like, yeah, because Dwight, y'all can argue with whoever. Dwight is the person who brought us Blood on the Clock Tower. Like most of us, 99% of us. Dwight was the one that really brought it to center stage. But then, like, I feel like Steven has also been a big part of it with regards to like the RHAP Blood on the Clock Tower stuff. So I was like, that could be a mean jab. But like, I don't care. He knows. The hype track is better than the Phil diss track toward Phil. I mean, I would say so. That one, I had more time and I fumbled. I did it like with 2 hours to go. I had no creativity for a Sparrow. It was tough. That's why I threw in fucking Kermit in there. Also, some of the drafters are finding out right now that I'm setting up the draft order, and I don't think they're happy about it. I don't think they're loving it, chat. But the rules are, you set the draft order for the next season. What's the next draft? 50. Sorry, that's what it is. Who sets the 49 draft order? Wheel. We spin the wheel for that one. Corona was so good. Thank you, Scally. Yeah, I appreciate you. I'm glad you think so, Scally. Is the draft scheduled? Yes, Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern. If you're a patron. Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Thank you, Scally. I really appreciate it.
All right. But yeah. Any marbles tonight? No marble tonight. Scally, you should watch the start of the stream. As I opened. How long did you work on that Kermit impression? Never. I've never practiced it. I just tried it once and I was like, oh, I can do that. And I did it. So he's so large. I mean, it's a fucking puppet. The only problem with him is that it got delivered with a busted lip. So now it looks like he's really fucking with the dirty beat. It's like a lip curl. But if I can somehow flatten that and fix it, he's perfectly like fine. But also my hand doesn't fit, and to go around the mouth is very tough. Oh, there we go. I'm around the mouth now, but my thumb is like craned, and also the mouth doesn't really open. It's not like a proper, like, look, I have to like hold it down like this to make. Oh, there we go. Pop, 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 pop. Okay. All right. Was Steven joking when he said that RGB BOTC game were expensive to edit because of not how? I have no idea. I have no idea how much the cost is there. I don't know how much work goes into it. What I do know is that it is a lot of content to sift through and like line up. But I don't know. Depends on the person, I suppose. All right. Okay, chat. This may be where I say good night. I thought Shibiki was editor. I don't know. I have no idea who's specifically doing it. All right. I'm going to head on out, chat. I hope y'all had fun. Obviously, there's no wheel spin tonight because tomorrow is the Liana decides what I do for 24 hours. She's already lined up an itinerary. We're planning on grabbing some footage, and then we'll get a story time tomorrow of how all that went. Liana should be hanging out with us doing that tomorrow as well. Kitty giveaway. We'll do the Miss Teddy giveaway tomorrow. We'll do a 2-for-1 tomorrow. How about that? But yeah. All right. Thank you, chat. Thank you. I hope you had fun tonight. Thank you to everybody who participated. What time tomorrow? TBD. I'll probably post that on stream. On socials. I will say this: Liana likes to go to bed early, which means that we're probably gonna be home by 8 our time, probably. So maybe 9 Eastern, but I'm hoping 8 Eastern. I think actually 8 Eastern is a safe one. Let's say 8 Eastern. If it's any earlier, I will let you know. But it will not be later than 8 Eastern. I'm hoping. Okay? Deal? Cool. All right, chat. Y'all have a good time. Have a good evening. Hope you sleep well. Hope you have a good weekend. If you can't make it to tomorrow, enjoy the VOD. if you do that. But thank you to everyone who sent questions in. I'm so hyped. We got 6,000 questions over now answered on the pad. We had a very fun chat here, very excited community. We talked about a lot of stuff, and we premiered a worldwide phenomenon known as the Dwight hype track, which is now revealed to be a Dwight diss track. All right. Okay. All right. Are we spinning the wheel? Not tonight, because the wheel will be tomorrow night, because we've already done the wheel spin for tomorrow. You know what I mean? All right. I'm gonna send y'all over to somebody who I have collabed with before. I think we played Among Us together. I want to say it was in one of the lobbies that Artemis had organized. So y'all go over, give Katie Bentz a lot of good vibes. It looks like they're watching Whose Line Is It Anyway, which if you're not a fan, you're missing out. Or if you are a fan, enjoy. But otherwise, do what you got to do. I appreciate y'all hanging out. I'll be back tomorrow with, I must do what Liana says. So let's see what she has in store for us. All I know is I got to wake up early, which, she picks, but goddamn. All right, take care, everybody. Have a good one.